Mill City Boxing, home of that high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, and most importantly, the People's Channel. Make sure you guys go out your way, hit the like button. Make sure you guys go out your way and subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screens, share this video. It's about to go down with some easy work with Coach Dorsett. Keyshawn Davis is coach. So let's get it on, man. What's going on? Beautiful Sunday. How you doing?
I'm good. Staying inside, and it's a hot ass Sunday. Yeah, it's good, man. We good over here. We letting it all unravel, and I'm loving it right now.
Man, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things going on in boxing, and we need to unpack them all. Obviously, we seen Tim Bradley, come out and say that Keyshawn Davis is, one of the biggest ducks in boxing history. He started with the quack, 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 quack. I mean, tell me, what's your reaction to Tim Bradley saying that Keyshawn has delivered one of the biggest ducks in Boston history, boxing history?
Like I did a live the other day, and I was just talking about, well, Sa- before I even get into that, Tim Bradley has always been a hater. Tim
Yeah.
Bradley, yeah, Tim Bradley, he's the biggest supporter slash hater that comes out there. You know, when Keyshawn was coming up, every single day, oh my goodness, this man punches are so diabolical. And he's so furious. He's so, oh my goodness, this man's an animal. And then, quack, quack, quack. Recognize that he has a history of doing shit like that. He did the same thing with Shakur. Did the same thing with Shakur. He was praising him. Oh my goodness, this man is the future of boxing. Then he's boring. Soon as they're not signed with Top Rank anymore, they're boring.
Mm.
He's a quack 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 biggest duck in boxing history. Now let me ask y'all this: if it actually makes sense to y'all, I just want to see if this makes sense because he said it was the biggest duck in boxing history.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Now the man that didn't have a title that everybody's claiming has done nothing to deserve this turned down this fight. Now Liam Pearl didn't he just turn down the fight?
Yeah, he was asking for too much money as well.
He was he was asking for too much money. He was asking for too much money. The champ, doesn't have a belt.
He does.
Okay, so a unification
Unification.
bout, and he turned down the junk saying it money. Everybody's saying that. Wait a minute, he should just fight. And they telling this is what they telling Keyshawn. He should just fight him, and then you'll be able to demand the money. Why isn't it so much uproar about the Liam Pearl fight being turned down that it is about Keyshawn? This weeks later, and they still talking about Keyshawn. You know what y'all saying when y'all say duck, 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 duck. Oh, he a clown. He's a duck. You know what the fuck they mean? Damn, Keyshawn, I wanted to see you fight so bad. Please, please take that fight for pennies. I wanted to see you fight so bad that all I can do is just hop online and say, wait a minute, yo, forget him. He's a punk. He's so because y'all wanted to see the fight. Just calm down, get your panties out of the bunch and just say, look, Devin, pay this man what he's worth, because we waiting to see this. We want to see it so fucking bad that we're gonna drag this man on the internet and we ain't gonna stop talking about him until he gets that fight. That's what's happening right now. Every fucking blog, every podcast, every network is talking about Keyshawn not fighting Devin. They using that shit just as clickbait. Just Keyshawn didn't update on Keyshawn Devin.
Shit, check out Andy Cruz. He's just taking care of himself like a baby, protecting his record.
That's coming from somebody who doesn't even have a record to talk about. Now,
Gold
what?
medalist, two-time gold medalist.
Oh, according to Bill, the amateurs don't matter. According to Bill Haney, the amateurs don't matter because Devin has no amateur records. Devin has no amateur career to brag about. You know, oh, everybody, oh, he would have made the Olympic team. He was just too young. Come on, shut your ass up. Now, I can respect the people being mad that they didn't get to see the fight that they wanted to see. But y'all calling him a duck, saying he's a pussy, oh, he's scared, and all this shit. Just be real with your damn selves about this and say, damn, you know what? I want to see you fight, Keyshawn. Please get in the ring. I want to see you fight. Otherwise, you're lying to yourself. You're being a hater.
Mm.
You're being a hater.
So you don't agree? You don't agree with Tim Bradley? This is not one of the biggest ducks in boxing history.
On that same show, Max Kellerman said, gave an example of who was it? Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest, he wanted to. He was a dude that everybody was ducking at that time, early 2000s, and like Keyshawn, he had only had one title before. He wasn't a big name for real at that time, but they knew he was the truth. Now, his biggest fight at that time, his biggest purse bid at that time was only a couple of 100,000. Now they offered him a fight with Shane Mosley for $1 million. He turned it down, said it's not enough money. And eventually he ended up getting the fight and beating the shit out of Shane Mosley
For more than the money that he was asking
for
for.
more money. For more money. So was he a dunk? Was he afraid of him? Because he came back and beat the shit out of him for more money.
Mm.
But what the fans are saying is they're not saying what they really want to say. They calling the man a duck. They calling the man scared and all of this shit. What all they really want to say is, please, I want to see the fight. I would have I would have watched the fight if Keyshawn would have fought him for $1,000. They would have called Keyshawn a duck if he turned down the fight for free tickets for his family.
But don't you think that at some point in a fighter's career they got to be able to take the the short end of the rope, be just to be able to get something more.
Yes,
You see it all the time happen for everybody's career. Look at Zab Judah and
it's,
Corey Spinks, for
it's
example.
necessary. It's necessary in a lot of situations.
Cambosis and Devin Haney, two times he goes over there. Now I understand maybe there's different levels of competition, but you
Yes.
still gotta go over there, deal with their judges, deal with making sure that you make it convincing enough that you beat the person. And I know a lot of people gonna say, yeah, but come on, look at Cambosis. Look at how his career aged. It aged horribly since then, right? Practically hasn't even got a win since then. Um, but nevertheless, I mean, lots and lots of talks from every outlet talking about Keyshawn Davis that, even to the point that people are talking about, hey, him and Jay Prince, did they split due to the fact that he blocked him or unfollowed him in social media?
Everybody has, like I said, all of these narratives that was put out before, during, and after. They try to. That's all gossipers do. They try to create scenarios. They try to push narratives. Okay, it was because of Top Rank. Look at Bob Arum. They even exposed them. Like that's clickbait, man. These people don't know what the fuck they talking about. Now they trying to say Jay Prince and them. Like everybody got the narrative that they're trying to press.
So what, you think
You
it's just
know,
a coincidence
what's the coincidence?
that he's
You
that
know,
he unfollowed him?
did anybody tap Jay Prince and Keyshawn's phone? These guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But at the end of the day, like I said, is the reason why the negotiation power should be what it was. The demand for this fight is obvious. The demand for the fight is obvious because the other champion turned down the fight and nobody even noticed that he turned it down. Nobody even posted that he turned it down. You know what they talked about after that? The Liam Pearl turned down the fight? Keyshawn.
Yeah, it wasn't a
You know
big.
what
It
they talked
wasn't big
about
enough.
after Lamont Roach fight? Keyshawn. Now Bill is doing what he typically does. He started mentioning other big names that he know nobody ain't, I mean, that he know he's not going to get the fight with. He started talking about Boots. He started talking about Javante. He know, everybody knows they don't want no fucking parts of Boots.
Liam Paro don't have a track record with Devin Haney. I know they sparred, but you don't got Liam Paro, playing Craig and doing skits and
Because nobody would
promoting a
believe.
bigger fight than what it is.
But nobody would believe it. You're talking about the self promotion that Keyshawn, the marketability that Keyshawn has.
Hmm.
All of these things that generates revenue.
Right. That's why I'm pretty sure that
So
Liam
you're,
Paro
you're
probably
saying
didn't
that
get
Keyshawn, even though he wasn't a champ, he's worth more.
right. Right.
That's not what the people are saying.
That's not what it's not about what the people are saying. It's about
Oh
it,
no, no,
it's about what it
because the
is.
people are saying that that's
Liam
why.
Liam Paro hasn't been getting paid like Keyshawn.
See, but the people are saying that's why Brian Norman got more money. He was a champion already.
Yeah, and he was knocking shit out the park as well.
He was knocking shit out the park. Like I said, what was Brian Norman big? Do you know what Brian Norman's biggest payday prior to Devin was?
Jin Sasaki in Japan.
Now, one thing, and I said this before. When somebody is considered a superstar, people just want to see that person regardless. No matter who the fuck he's in there with, they want to see this guy in there and beating the shit out of shit. Frank Martin didn't have to be a superstar for the for Tank to get top dollar to fight him. You know, Frank Frank Martin was not even on the level of not even on
Gervon
the level of Keyshawn.
Gervonta Davis is a bigger star.
No, no,
He's
no,
a bigger
no,
name.
no. But they putting him up there. They putting Devin up there as if he's a superstar on that level. They
He's a
putting him up there as if he. People are only trying to see Devin if he has the right dance partner. They don't want to see this man Dolo.
hey, if Keyshawn went out, had a belt, maybe he would be able to dictate some of these terms, but he doesn't have a belt.
Yep, you just expressed that Liam Pearl didn't have he has a belt,
Yeah, but
and he still had no
you
negotiating power.
guys only had 25% of that purse bid. You guys were
Like
only
I just
entitled to 25% because you
like
guys
I
had no
just said, no,
hardware.
you can't agree with me to disagree with me. I'm saying that the
Oh, you gotta play.
people are saying,
You gotta play devil's advocate either way.
bro, if the people are saying that because he doesn't have a belt is why he can't negotiate with this, but you just agreed with me that the markability that Keyshawn brings, the attention that he brings to
Compared to Liam
himself
Paro.
is what generates the actual revenue.
Right, right.
Why are we negotiating based on a belt as opposed to actual marketability? That's what promoters do. That's the reason why Ryan Garcia gets paid more than most champions.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm pretty sure Liam Paro didn't get offered no 3 million. I'm pretty
I
sure of
know.
that.
Okay,
I'm
but
just saying,
no,
like, I don't think, and he got a
whatever
belt.
whatever the case may be, it probably
So
I'm
your
pretty sure it
narrative
was his.
didn't really stick too well, is
Listen,
what I'm saying.
no, the whatever the case may be, they can make the argument that it was his biggest payday, just like they was doing with Keyshawn.
Right, 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 right. It's
Why?
negotiations and
But the difference is nobody's talking about Liam Pearl being a duck because nobody wanted to see the fight.
correct. Nobody cared to see the fight.
Nobody cared. They want to see Keyshawn That's why the value is supposed to go up.
It's a higher demand. It's a higher demand. But we clearly see. Watch those. Liam Parrell's gonna put it out there what he got offered. Probably gonna get offered
He's,
like
go-
one
he's,
point
go-
something.
he's going to put it out there what he got offered. What
And
Devin
Liam,
and them.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Liam Parrell is a two-time champion. What do we? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
and he's getting offered less. He beat Matthias, and now he beat Crocker in two divisions.
I
Keyshawn hasn't done none of that type of
I
stuff.
I understand that. I understand that. Like I just said, bro. What's happening right now is proving what I'm talking about in the first place. Everybody's looking at Devin Haney's future possible opponents, and they saying, "I don't want to see that shit."
Okay.
Everybody's looking at the people that Devin is talking about fighting, and everybody's saying nobody wants to see that shit.
I hear you. I hear you, Coach. Listen, listen, Coach. I hear you on that. I would rather see Keyshawn than Paro and Jack Catterall. I would. I would. But we're here.
But we're here. Yes.
Right.
The fight can still happen though.
It
The
could,
fight,
but then it's like,
no, 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 no. The fight can still happen if y'all,
who's
if the
putting up
people
the
stop.
money?
And listen. If the people just stop saying all this duck shit and say, Devin, yo, get a man this offer. Y'all want to see the fight. And now that the fight is not going to happen, y'all still saying y'all want to see the fight. Now that the fight is not happening, y'all showing up and y'all seeing the other options. Y'all saying I don't want to see that shit. That's what's happening in real time right now. All the fights that's coming up, y'all saying nobody wants to see that shit. So y'all showing right now that Keyshawn is the person that y'all want to see. Y'all can call him a duck, but y'all waiting to see that nigga quack. Duck, 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 duck. Come on, the real duck, the real Scrooge McDuck is Bill Haney.
I mean, the real duck is Devin Haney. I mean, it's Bill Haney, Devin Haney. So you think that they're ducking you guys now?
Hell yeah. Otherwise, they would have gave up what they offered. I mean, they would have paid the man what he's supposed to be paid if they wanted that fight to happen. If they wanted that fight to happen, it would have happened. What they weren't trying to do, because y'all talking about,
What they're supposed to get paid?
you said what?
You said what he's supposed to get paid?
He's claimed, no, I said if they wanted that fight to
Yeah.
happen,
Yeah. They give him
it
that
would
extra
have happened.
umph. Give him that
But he's
extra
not going to
umph.
get paid. No, he's not going to get paid that amount. Ain't nobody stupid enough to pay that amount, pay Devin Haney some crazy amount to fight Liam Peril. Ain't nobody trying to pay that amount for fights that nobody want to see. Otherwise, he would have had a fight by now.
You gotta fight somebody.
He got to fight somebody. Who is he going to fight? Listen, this is one thing that you can't deny. This is one thing that you can't deny. Think about all of the superstars that we're talking about. Canelo, fucking Javante, Mayweather, all of these fighters. One thing you never heard about, and I said this before, one thing you never heard about with these real superstars is people turning down fights for them because they didn't get enough money.
Mm.
You didn't hear about, you don't hear about people turning down fights with superstars because they didn't get enough money. Now, this is three fighters back to back saying Devin and them won't trying to pay. Won't he supposed to fight with Rolly?
Hmm. Yeah,
Um, Keyshawn?
yeah,
Now Liam Perry.
but I gotta hold up on that with the Broly situation. They PBC wasn't talking no money though.
What? Like I just said,
They weren't really
if it
talking no money
no
in their
no.
defense.
Hang on.
Not a
Because
not a the zone straight
no
network deal. That's
no
nasty.
no no
Let's
no
be
no.
real. The
Listen,
zone.
listen. I just said I can respect Bill Haney as a businessman because he knows his son by himself is not a draw. His son by himself is not a draw.
Okay.
Okay, so he has to have the right partners in order to get the right pay. He's not trying to fight the right partners. That's why he ain't giving up the right money to the right partners. Dog, if you saying, Keyshawn, take this fight for this, then you can get the big money the next fight. Then you do the same damn thing. Take the fight for this. Y'all mentioning fighters like Cambosis. Like, didn't he take the lower? Didn't he take the lower half and all? Come on, man. Y'all talking about fighters that's nowhere near on that level.
But Brian Norman can do it.
You said what?
But Brian Norman can take that money and try to prove
See,
himself.
no, no, no. And once again, like I said before, I didn't think that Brian Norman had a chance of winning.
He just
The
took the
thing.
deal. He took the
No,
he
no, no,
took
no,
his
no, 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 no,
millions.
no. Listen. The suspense for the Brian Norman Devin Haney fight wasn't, oh, was Brian Norman more skilled or better and all of this. The suspense was, has Devin Haney fully recovered from that ass whooping he took to Ryan Garcia? That
Right.
was the suspense for it. That was what that fight was built up around. The whole fight was built up around. Damn, you think he can be in there with Brian Norman?
Well,
Like,
they're still trying to take their old, right? Because they got it reversed, right? Because Ryan Garcia was tested positive for Austrine,
yeah,
so therefore, it's that matter of taking that. Who's gonna take Devin Haney's O, and that's where the money comes in. It's kind of like how Floyd was, not Floyd in the end where he could just fight a Victor Ortiz or a Andre Bordo. He had to go and fight champion after champion after champion after champion after champion. And guess what? You know, like Bill said, he got a couple handful of, you know, former champions and a few, current champions as well that he got on his resume.
I'm happy for this
And
man.
that was how he was able to build that revenue stream.
I,
To say that
I'm
he's a
happy for.
way more bigger name than a Keyshawn Davis.
Look, I'm happy for him. But you know, as we see in the world, is that long before.
They saying he was looking for five. They
Let's
weren't trying to
hang,
give it
hang
to
on
him.
1 second. I'm gonna give you an example. Long before the Earl Spence and the Canelo fight, Crawford had a mean ass resume prior to that. But Earl Spence was still getting paid more money than Crawford, who
Yeah,
had a better resume.
because his resume of ticket sales were
Exactly.
there.
No, 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 no. The attraction and the
He had them both.
Crawford didn't
Wait a
do
minute. Wait
a
a
whole
minute.
bunch
Wait
of
a minute.
media and all of it.
Spence had three of those belts. He did all the heavy lifting at welterweight. He did it all.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. He had the big fights and he had the entertaining fights that people wanted to see. So unless you get on
And
that stage.
Spence had a good resume. It wasn't like you. If we want to battle about resumes, I mean, shit.
No, no, no.
Spence's
Spence,
welterweight resume was definitely
yeah,
solid.
his welterweight resume was beautiful. But you talking about a three-division champion already before he got the welterweight.
I get it. I get
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, we know how this business goes when it comes to
Either way, that fight was declared a 50-50 for the most of the parts of the world. I know I had Crawford. A lot of
that.
people had Crawford, winning the fight too. But people were wondering, hey, is Spence too big for Crawford? People were thinking that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And clearly, he proved everybody's wrong. You know, yeah, and I get it. Spence was probably more popular at the time, and he gave Crawford that opportunity. That's why Crawford said thank you.
Yeah,
Um, Crawford just put a lot of skin in the game, coach. A
yeah. I
lot.
no. This is one thing I will never do. Like as you keep on hearing me say,
Yeah.
I respect Bill as a manager, promoter, and how he builds up his son. I respect Devin for all the work that he put in. But what I can't respect is the fake fans. I cannot respect the loyal haters. And I can't respect grown-ups not just standing 10 toes down on your shit. You're not just be honest with yourself and say, I want to see Keyshawn fight him. That's the only fight I want to see right now is Keyshawn versus Devin. I don't want to see Devin fight nobody else.
No, I hear you. That's why Tim
Then,
Bradley's saying the
then tell him
biggest
to shut
duck
the
of
fuck up with
boxing
all this quack
history.
quack stuff. Just say what you really want and say, look, please pay Keyshawn because I want to see it. I think it's worth it. I don't care. I just want to see them fight. I don't
So you
because the
want us
fans they don't give a fuck who get paid what. They just want to see the fight.
this listen, guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm gonna put a poll up here. Is this the biggest duck of boxing history? Is gonna be a yes or no
Come
question.
on, man. That- that- you,
You
you,
gotta
you
pump
got
up
you
the
got
volume. Hit the like button too. We got over almost 700 people on here. Hit that like button. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead. And by the
like,
way, Bill Haney's looking for you.
Bill Haney's looking for me. Yeah, I saw him put that on his page.
He's
And
looking for
tell
you.
tell tell tell
He,
Bill Haney I'm right here. I ain't
mm,
going no fucking way.
say his name 3 times. He might pop up. You never know.
Uh,
You never know.
you never know. Listen, Bill Haney, like I said, he does what he does. You know, he strategically moved around this, and I told people prior to the purse bid and all of that, his whole objective was it put out the narrative that Keyshawn is getting quiet, he's not doing interviews and all of this shit, just so if this thing falls apart, they'll be able to say, okay, Keyshawn didn't want it. Keyshawn didn't want it. I'm even starting to sound like Bill. Yo, my friend, get the this dude, this this guy plays with y'all fucking head, and y'all falling for it. I kept on giving the benefit of the doubt to the fans that y'all weren't gullible or foolish enough to actually fall for that shit, but he got y'all with the quack emojis. He might as well start selling merchandise for that shit.
There's a lot of
Debo,
fucking ducks on the chat. You're right.
yeah, you
There's
know
a
what I'm
lot.
saying? Like he might as well start selling merchandise. Goddamn, like and
With
dude,
Debo and
they
a
said it's
duck?
the biggest. Hang on, they said it's the biggest duck in boxing history. I guess y'all forgot Devin Haney turned down a fight with Javante Davis for money. That's what I'm saying. He might as well sell the merchandise for that shit. Right? I would just like Just like Big Baby, I called Big Baby up when the toupee came off. I said, bro, you need to invest and start selling hair right now. Invest and start selling hair right now. That shit actually looks smooth. I
You
like
like
that
this
shit. That shit
shit?
looks smooth.
You like
I ain't
this
even
shit?
gonna stunt. That shit looks smooth.
That shit look raw. You like the chain?
I would, dog, I would tell Keyshawn come out with that outfit his next fight.
Really?
uh, yes, the
Really?
duck that that beats the shit out of you.
That's nasty work, coach. I'm gonna get into these super chats. I'm gonna get right into it, all right? But like I said, Bill Haney's looking for you. I don't know necessarily if he's gonna be
Bill
calling
Haney ain't looking for shit but a way out. You
a
know,
way
like
out.
he ain't looking for shit but a way out. He found it already by saying that we offered him this. If y'all don't realize that that is the new duck, that is the new duck. Send unrealistic offers and then let the person say no. And then you'll be able to say, wait a minute, he ducked me. We sent him a contract. I've been saying that for the longest. That is the new duck. That is the new Duck. Everybody knows if they wanted that fight to happen, it would have happened.
Well, we got the poll up right here. Make sure you smash that like button, double tap the screen. If show love to the the channel, y'all. All right. I'm gonna get these super chats right here, but make sure you place your vote. Is Keyshawn Davis the biggest duck in boxing history? Place your vote, yes or no, in the polls. Let's get into the super chats here. First super chat of the night is HLD. Thank you for the two-piece. Yo Mills, is it dementia? RTRD Sunday interview day. Nasty, nasty. No cable TV. Thank you for the two-piece. No, Key was talking shit. That's why he a duck.
He was talking shit. He got y'all listening to him talking shit. He got y'all waiting for him to back it up. He got y'all still waiting and wondering why he ain't take the fight. But he don't got y'all saying, please, y'all make this fight happen. Y'all want to see the fight, but y'all not doing what y'all need to do to actually get this damn fight happen. The fans need to actually stop with all this duck shit because it's giving Bill a way out. It's giving Bill a way out. Y'all don't realize y'all falling for it.
What do you
Y'all
mean?
the one
Talk to me.
that's giving Bill a way out. Now he can say the reason why I ain't fighting Keyshawn is because he ducked. Y'all
We
keep
give
saying
it.
that shit instead of saying, yo, Bill, why don't y'all get that man that money? We want to see the fight. Y'all are falling for it.
So so Keyshawn can't fight for it instead?
You said what?
Why can't you just Keyshawn just fight for it? Take that 3 million.
Do y'all see? Do you see the fucking demand? People, no, YouTubers have made more than YouTubers have made more than 3 million just talking about Keyshawn rejecting the fight already. How
I
much
need
money
I,
that
I need to get into that.
how much money have content creators made off talking about this in the last couple of weeks?
That shit can't feel good. If you when it comes down to Key, I
You
mean,
see-
do you guys do you feel flattered about it? Like, what do you like? Tell me what's your
no,
feelings on?
it's proven. It's proven our point. It's proven our point. You have to stand 10 toes down on what your worth is. See, y'all saying no, you gotta you gotta prove it. It's being proved in real time right now. Look what's happening. After he turned it down, weeks later, people are still talking about it. Liam Pearl just turned that shit down a couple of days ago, and nobody even cares.
Mm.
And that would have been a unified championship. Nobody gives a fuck if Devin unifies. They want to see him fight Keyshawn.
Yeah, they ain't marinated it like Keyshawn has already.
No, see,
They haven't. That's why it's not a high demand.
they ain't do shit. Keyshawn built up the anticipation for this. Keyshawn built up the anticipation for this.
Yo, but then you had Debo Dev that's like always
No,
saying,
no, no, no,
yo,
no, no, no.
he's
What
on
interview?
Twitter.
Look, look,
Bill
look, look.
Haney's doing his
No, no,
job
no,
going
no,
hard.
no.
Come on now.
Come on, come on. Bill Haney. Every, Bill Haney said that Keyshawn is on the list.
Yeah.
That Keyshawn made his presence known when it came to, oh, this list you talking about, fuck all the list. People wanted to see that. Don't make it seem like Bill was out here doing the shit that Keyshawn is doing. You if you're talking about paying somebody for promotion, he should have got some more promotional fees right there. He promoted the fight his damn self for real. And now if y'all can't acknowledge that, then you're being disingenuous.
Mm. Let's get into some of these super chats here. All right, man. Just sick. Thank you for the two-piece. Nobody trying to hear that bullshit. Sharif. Todd, thank you for the two-piece. Mill, please end this interview.
So they can show up to the next one.
Todd, thank you for the two-piece. Keyshawn was doing the most talking just to duck.
Just to duck. And y'all gonna call him a duck just to watch his next fight. Make it make sense.
Because yo, it's one of the biggest
Make it
ducks in
make sense.
boxing history. You got freaking Bradley, Hall of Famer,
You got
going
Bradley who's consistently
nasty.
contradicted himself throughout his fucking career, bro. Like I said, he was Bradley, who who just recently was saying something about don't you know when Bradley was talking about all this cat and mouse calling Shakur born, he actually said that Devin was born as well. He actually said that Devin was born as well. They said who you think would be the biggest threat to Shakur? He was like Tank, but I don't want to see that Devin fight. It's boring. Bradley said that. Now, but then after remember that fight? What was that fight that he almost got punched drunk with? Provodnik? What's the dude that knocked Bradley damn near into a coma when he was out on his feet punching.
Oh, Bradley.
Yeah, the fight with Bradley.
Who do you
Provodnikov,
Bravnikov?
Provodnikov. After that fight, he went on this long spell about no, we gotta fight, we gotta focus more so on hit and not getting hit. We gotta tell these fighters, man, all of that going back and forth is not what it is and all this shit. But look at him now. Now he's calling people cat and mouse and all of this shit. He's a hypocrite.
Mm.
He's a hypocrite. He calling people boring for the thing that he was advocating for after he went into that damn war. Bradley historically has been a hypocrite. Bradley was praising Keyshawn all throughout this junk, but soon as he won't get paid to praise him no more, then he's a duck. Soon as he was bragging and calling Shakur the future of boxing, the face of boxing, and one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time. And then when he wasn't with Top Rank no more, he started calling Shakur boring. That's how credible Bradley is.
Getting into the new super chat here. Um, Joshua Plummer, thank you for the 5 piece. Why don't you go on Coach Malachi's anymore? Laughing my ass off.
Coach,
Ty,
oh, Coach Malachi. Oh, is that a dude from True? Coach Malachi, he's a Bill Haney duck. I mean, he's a Bill Haney duck, and he puts his hand up there and say quack quack for him. Coach Malachi, when I came up there, I did an interview and I talked with him. He was all respectable, and I told Keyshawn is this. Keyshawn is the this. No, I thought that Keyshawn had more skills when I was up there. Coach Malachi ain't say nothing. He ain't talk crazy out of me at all. But so the day after, this is when you see that fake shit, which
mm,
I expect. I told him prior to the interview, I was like, look, I can tell. I actually watch your content. But I can also tell that when it comes to the Haneys, you're a bit biased. I respect your page. I watch some of your content, and a lot of times you give your opinion from a non-biased perspective. But when it comes to the Haneys, it's obvious that you have some invested interest in the Haneys. So the people that talk like that, you know, you can't really take. You got to take what they say with a grain of salt because I'm willing to say everything that I said to him while I was up there. I didn't change anything up.
getting into the next super chat here. Ty, thank you for the 2 piece. He looking for 5 mil because Jay Prince taking 30%.
Once again, who Did somebody leak the contract or something, or these somebody like did somebody? Because this is how motherfuckers do when somebody is not making money off the other person. You know, let me tell you, let me tell you something about like people like Don King, Mayweather. You know what the two in Jay Prince. We got to include them in there. Don King, Mayweather, Jay Prince. You know what they you know what the three of them did? They took a whole lot of money out of a whole lot of white people's pocket. So they can talk
I
all
know
that
what them
crazy
three
shit.
mean. I know what them three names mean. Them is the three names that shouldn't come out of your mouth.
Oh my god. I thought you were
That's what
showing me a
should
video of
happen.
this guy.
That's what should that's what should happen.
I
Enough
thought you were showing me
is
a video of
enough.
this guy.
Hey, listen, give the people a rest. Give the people a rest. If you're not
Uh,
gonna do nothing, man, give the people a rest. We are disappointed in you. We're disappointed in your
we're
city.
disappointed at y'all,
We are
bro.
disappointed. Listen, what you did was you started this shit. You had all the answers. You had everything. You didn't want no questions. You said what it was going to be, and then it turned out you guys disappeared. When
We
I
di-
said,
we disappeared.
listen, when I told you when I came looking for him, he told me to get the fuck on. He said, listen, what is he looking for me? What does he want to talk for? Y'all didn't want to talk to me at all. He said, I didn't know nothing.
Now I'm gonna let
Now
you
look
talk.
at
Just
you.
let me go afterwards.
No,
Let
no,
me
no.
go
I'm
after you.
saying now,
You gonna
no,
talk? Then let
I
me
done
talk.
said it.
Talk.
I done said it. Now look at y'all. Look at
Okay. Now let me respond to that because we talking about Keyshawn saying why you talking about the negotiations on fucking social media.
Get to the answer,
Nobody
man.
who
I said what I
can I
said.
finish? Can I
Don't
yo?
reiterate it.
We trying to have a
You said
respectful
enough.
conversation.
You done
We're
said
trying to
enough.
have a
You want to
conversation,
know
bro.
what?
Did
You
you?
want to know
Yo,
why?
I just let
I'm
you talk.
asking you
Listen,
not. Let me ask the question
dog.
again. Is why did you
Nobody
initiate?
negotiates millions on social media. That's what you
No,
were
no,
doing.
no, 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 no.
Nobody
You
negotiates
said you was
millions on
talking to
social
the
media.
people.
You telling people,
What
oh,
people
he
were you
turned down
talking to?
this. You trying to build up the narrative like we was ducking y'all. Y'all know for
What
certain
people were you
nobody
talking to?
wants to see Devin fight nobody but Keyshawn.
Okay.
What he was
What
asking for
people
was
were you
not.
talking to?
You said what?
What people were you talking to get the money that you expected?
I said nobody wants to see Keyshawn fight. Devin fight anybody but Keyshawn right now, and y'all
Okay,
seeing
and
it in
I'm
real
saying
time.
is, what's your justification of the money that you feel that you've earned? Have anybody told you or approached you or said that you were worth more than $3 million?
Has anybody came up to you and said we want to fight?
Oh
We want to
man,
see that
let me
Liam
ask you
Pearl
the
fight.
question again. Let me ask you the question again.
It, it,
Has anyone promised you guys more than $3 million?
you keep on doing the comparisons to what we've been paid in the past. We know what it's worth now.
Asking you.
We
I
know
asked
what
you
it's worth
somebody
now.
offered you. I said,
We
have
know what
somebody
it's worth
offered you
now.
more? Okay.
Come on, y'all
Okay.
already done did
So let me ask you.
listen.
So when you okay,
Don't copy
when
paste
you found
what
out
this with the don't copy
when
paste
you
what the
found
fans is
out,
already
okay, I'll
saying.
let you talk. I'll let you
Don't
talk. Why
copy
you gotta
paste
answer
what
my question?
okay. Don't copy paste what the fans is already saying. They actually looking at you for guidance, clarity,
Now,
understanding of what's actually going
let me
on.
ask you another
Don't
since you didn't
repeat
want to
what
answer
they're
that
saying.
question. Can I ask you another question?
Be your own man.
Another question.
Go ahead.
What did you what listen, when you went since you didn't have nobody to promise you guys, you went to the open market. So you went to the open market lying that you didn't know what was going to happen. There was nobody that was going to give you more than the $3 million that was offered.
Okay. That was it. You want me to respond to that?
What do you have to say about that?
Once ag- Once again, he's worth, and he's proven that fight is worth more than what that.
No, I'm saying is okay. So
He's proven
how
that
has
he's
he
worth
proven?
that.
Okay, okay. Who said that? According to who?
The fans, everybody that's coming up here calling him a duck, they're really just saying, "Damn, I want to
So,
see
oh,
Keyshawn."
okay.
We don't want to
So
see that. We don't want to
you
see that
just
Liam
so
Carroll shit. We don't want to
so
see
you just
you.
told
You calling out Boots. We know
so
you
you
don't want no
just
parts
told
of
me
Boots.
you're not.
We know
So
that you don't want no
are you
damn
listening
parts
to
of
the
Boots.
fans or not?
We know that
Are
you
you
ain't
listening to
fighting
the
Tank. We know
Okay,
that you ain't gonna
I'll
fight
wait.
Shakur.
I'll wait.
We know we talking about
I'll
realistic
wait.
fights. You don't even want that fight with Ryan. You know,
Are
like
you listening? Okay. Are
I'm
you listening
asking.
to the fans or not? Do you want to ask me a
Can you
question?
ask can
Why
you
don't you
answer me
ask
this?
a question? Ask a question.
Answer this question. After all the
Okay.
therapy sessions that Devin needed after that Ryan Garcia ass whooping, like what exactly did you have to do to build him up? Because you're a great talker, and I love the way that you actually coach that man back up. It takes a whole lot of it takes a whole lot of determination. It takes a whole lot of discipline, and that's what fathers do. What exactly do you think that Devin brings to the table that can stop Keyshawn from giving him that same therapeutic ass whooping?
Okay. So you asked two questions, and it might take you to listen a little bit more than you talk. So the first question was, what do we do to prepare Devin to be in the place that he is? And or mindset and or championship level. What we did is we whipped the shit out of Brian Norman Jr. in front of the world when they said that Devin wasn't the favorite. When they said that he was the underdog, we stepped up and whipped the boogeyman at
No,
147
no,
pounds. Okay, so
no,
now
no,
the second, no, you can't tell
no.
me what I'm answering the question, man. Now your second question
Go ahead.
was, what do I think? Hold on. What do I think that Debo has for Keyshawn Davis? Is that it? Is that the question, Tom?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Y'all ain't even show up.
Mm.
I don't fucking know. I had a
I
lot
didn't
of
hear that.
plans.
What you say?
Listen, I had a lot of plans, but clearly, listen, I'm not going to be able to see because y'all stopped answering your phone and you stopped negotiating.
We was negotiating. When did negotiations stop? When did
When
negotiations stop? We're
you
still in
told me, listen,
negotiations now.
when you
You
told
don't
me,
have
you
a
said,
fight.
you said, wait, hold on. He said, get the fuck off my line, OG. What is he calling for? What is it to talk about? That's what you guys said. You said that we'll see at purse bid, correct?
He did say that on the live door set
Okay.
on his
I'm asking,
Instagram live.
Coach Dorsett, I'm asking. This
Okay.
is what you not said.
Yes.
Okay.
We
What
we
will, okay, okay.
this is
Coach
still a
Dorsett,
part of the
just give me a
negotiation right
second,
here.
Coach Dorsett.
No,
What,
no, no, no.
Coach
You
Dorsett,
said
what were
that
you
we're
waiting
still
on?
a part of the negotiations
No,
right
no.
here. The people
Okay,
still want to
I'll
see the
wait.
fight, and y'all don't have an opponent.
Okay.
Y'all don't have an opponent,
Let me
and
ask you
people
again.
still want to see the fight. Do
Okay,
you think the fight is worth that?
I'm going to ask you again. What were you guys waiting on if you were waiting on the purse bid?
We were waiting on this. We
Waiting
were
on
waiting
what?
on this. After y'all told us we're not worth this, the people gonna show y'all what y'all are really worth without us.
No, we're cool with what we're
No,
worth. We
because
don't need to worth anymore.
nobody
No,
wants to
I'm saying
see
this.
the
We were
fights
cool
that y'all
with,
talking about.
hold on, listen. We were cool with what we worth, right? We agreed to it. We don't need to be worth anymore, right? That was you guys. I'm saying
But
is
no,
what,
no, no. Then why
okay,
y'all
you're
can't
not
get a
asking
fight
the
then?
question. Okay, you're not answering the question,
So why
right?
y'all ain't
Is
fighting?
what were you, what was the same
Why
reason
aren't
that,
y'all fighting if y'all already
okay,
cool with what y'all worth?
okay, listen, let me tell you. It's because you motherfuckers backed out after we've already got the date, we got the location, we got everything. So just give me some time now. Slow down. I'm talking to you, and I'm asking you, what did you have planned to get out of the purse bid, sir?
This is a whole process that we're waiting for. So y'all can see
Okay, can you
exactly
explain the
what our
process?
worth is.
Okay, can you explain the process to us?
The process is after y'all try to lowball us, because everybody's going to try to give you what
Okay,
people,
sir.
everybody's going to try to give you
Did we?
the
Okay,
lowest
sir.
amount possible. That's just business.
Okay,
But
did we give
no,
you the deal?
ain't going.
Okay,
You
sir.
asked me the
Listen,
you asked me the well, you asked me
okay,
what I believe
so
the
you
process
answered the
was.
question.
You asked me
Okay,
what I
that's what you thought it
you
was.
asked me what I believe the process
You
was.
want? Okay, we'll go ahead and
Now,
explain more.
okay, let me just elaborate. Now,
Okay.
after y'all turn us down, after y'all turn us down for what we believe that we deserve, now y'all got to see the cause and effect
Okay.
of turning a good fight down.
Okay. Now
That the
I ask you
people don't
this.
want to see those boring
Okay.
ass fights that y'all talking
Okay.
about.
So did we give the offer to you, or did the company that you guys are signed to give you guys the offer?
Once you can negotiate a lower price for that.
No. What
Okay,
I'm saying is,
y'all wait,
whatever
y'all
offer. Wait
you
a minute. Listen. Hold on. Okay. Is it not true if we take and give Top Rank $10 million, only going to offer you guys what you guys are worth?
are you wasn't it co-promoted by Devin Haney Promotions?
Okay, I asked you again.
Was it
I
co-promoted by
asked you
Devin
again.
Haney Promotions?
Okay, okay,
You
good.
couldn't have
So
negotiated more
are
money.
you
You
are
couldn't have
are you
negotiated more
are you
money for Keyshawn in order to make
okay?
that fight happen.
Were you any promotions to come in? What do you want to?
Were you able to negotiate more money or take less
No, he's saying, were
to
you
get
expecting? Were you
take less
expecting?
for the fight to happen?
Were you? I'm asking you. Were you expecting Devin any promotions to come in?
To take a bid
Were we
like
expecting?
Teal
No,
did?
no. Listen, it's not about expecting y'all to come in. We got to y'all have to see that first. Y'all, everybody is saying that he hasn't done anything. He's not a big star and all of this, but recognize what's happening
Okay.
after
Are
that
you?
fight didn't
Are
happen.
you? Listen. Listen.
Recognizing
Are you?
all of the
Are you calling?
backlash that's accompanying.
Are you?
All these people are saying they calling him a duck because they want to see him fight. Nobody's waiting to see Devin fight. They
Okay.
waiting to see Devin
So
fight Keyshawn.
clearly,
They waiting to
clearly,
they waiting to
clearly, you
see
are
Devin
being
fight Keyshawn.
delusional. Clearly, you're.
No, no. Hank, Hank,
Hold
Hank,
on.
Hank,
Listen.
Go
Hank,
back and
answer this
forth. Go
question
back
for
and
me.
forth. Go back
We
and
do
forth
not
with him.
have any problem. Listen, we
Go
do
ahead.
not have any problem, right, with any fighter, right, on the list. What we have a problem with, I keep continue getting to this point with you, Keyshawn, mainly Keyshawn, with making this fight happen, and whether or not I can facilitate it, I can be of assistance, or I can be of anything. Are you asking for my assistance, sir?
Am I asking for your assistance? If you're trying to do this fight for the people, go ahead, assist yourself.
I,
Because I believe that's a great
so,
fight for your son as well. I
assist
believe it's a
myself.
great fight for your son as
Okay.
well.
So wait a minute. So are you telling me with that assistance, I can go speak to the people on behalf of Keyshawn Davis?
What you trying to get get signed as a manager or as an advisor?
I'm saying, I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, who are you going to go talk to? You're gonna. I've been talking to Jay Prince, and I've been talking to Top Rank. Who do you talk to? I can't talk to myself. Who are you talking to? I'm saying is, what are your expectations? What happened, King? That's what we want to know. The people want to know. Remember, because I tried to reach out to you to talk, so we wouldn't be here, right? What happened is what we're saying.
You tried to reach out to me to talk?
I, wait a minute, man. Listen, man. I just told you I'm in the
I'm
many
I'm I'm
DMs,
I'm
and
just
he said,
I'm
hey,
just
Bill
giving
City,
a
did he tell me? Hey,
I'm not
Bill
speak
City,
I'm
did he
not
tell
speaking.
me?
Listen,
Wait, hold on.
Go
Stop,
I'm not
back.
stop. Mill
speaking
City,
from a
Mill City. Let's go
go-
back to a chronology. Mill City. Did the people tell me stop reaching out to them, stop looking for them, stop talking to them, anything, Mills?
Yeah,
And
Keyshawn.
before that, he's the one that told me to make the fight. OG. Then he told me, listen. Then he told me, he said, I'm talking to the people with the money, right? Leave me the fuck alone. Stay out of those. And I'm asking, who are those people, King? Who was the people he was talking to? That's all I'm asking.
talk to Key. I'm just a humble coach.
So you don't.
I
So,
don't talk business
hey, Mill City.
on
So
social
Mill
media.
City.
I just want to talk
Know what's
outcomes.
going on, Mill City?
Say that again.
Does he know what's going on? What is he speaking on now?
Like I just told
You
you,
said he's a
I don't.
humble coach.
What did I tell you when you first came up here? I don't talk about business on social
Okay,
media.
listen.
I can just
Okay,
give
so
an a perspective
listen,
from with common sense.
coach. Okay, coach, you're supposed to think about your fighter getting back together, do all the stuff that you're getting, do what's name. That's a whole nother department. When you're on here speaking, and you're speaking from the business standpoint, you're speaking as if you know 100% what you're saying factually. You see what I'm saying? But then you lean out and say that you're just a humble coach.
I just told you, I'm not. I don't go on social media to talk business.
Okay,
I said that when you first came up here.
okay.
So the
You can't
details
talk
of
business.
what's
Okay,
going
so we
on,
can't talk
I don't
business.
need. I don't. These people aren't entitled to that.
Oh, hey, Mill City.
Talk to me.
Hey, call me next time when you really want to talk about some shit, man. You see this? You see what I got on right here?
This is the this is the
WBO.
this is the duck this is the duck shit.
Well, why you say that
Scrooge
though?
McDuck.
Why do you say that, Coach Dorsett though?
Man, he wants me to sit
He
here and talk to him. And I'm saying it's a Sunday afternoon. And Mills, you hit me. I came on and I'm talking, but he says he's a humble coach. So until they get their business together and decide to do whatever that they're gonna do, he can't speak. He can't
tell.
speak
I'm,
for Keyshawn.
all
He
right.
can't
Answer
speak
this
for
one
behalf.
question before you go. What does it? What does Keyshawn has to do to prove to you that prove to the world, not to you, prove to the world that he's worth that for this Devin
What?
Haney fight? Because you want to see the fight happen, right?
Worth what though?
I said what he's asking
Okay,
for.
okay. How much?
How
What
much
is he worth?
how much do you believe that Keyshawn is worth
No,
to fight Devin
I'm
Haney?
gonna ask you. No, okay, I'm gonna ask you just one straight question. How much are you talking about? What's the problem? I'm saying this. They said 3 million. What are you talking about? What's the problem? How much?
Do you believe that Keyshawn is worth more than 3 million for that Devin Haney
Oh,
fight?
God. Do you believe he is?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, how much?
How
What
much
is he worth?
more?
All the people are saying 5, man.
Five
Do you
million?
believe that
Okay.
he's worth 5?
Okay, I'll call you back.
Do you believe he's worth 5?
5. He said he'll call you back. He said he's gonna call
if he
back.
if he's gonna call
So
back,
that's the number, huh? That's
he
the
said what?
number. That's the number. That was there was a rumor saying that he was looking for 5 mil, as well. So it seems like it was true.
Listen, even with look, the people are saying he's crazy to even ask for 5. But like I just told Bill, ain't nobody trying to see him fight nobody else.
That shit like 4 times as much as he ever made.
Y'all keep on talking about what he ever made. What
Almost
what
closer to 5, but yeah.
y'all keep no. Either y'all gonna pay the if either y'all gonna pay somebody what the fight is worth, or y'all gonna keep on using that shit as a negotiation problem. Oh yeah, because you ain't made that before, you you shouldn't be able to ask for that shit. The fuck,
Yeah,
Jake
but
Paul never made
you
that
had to
much
get
money
in
fighting.
you had to get in detail though. Like you had to get in a little bit more in detail with him. Like you know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
I get in detail.
Like he had the
I'm saying
network
the
deal.
same shit over and over again.
But he had the network deal. You clearly seen that all the reporters behind the scenes are saying that even with that purse bid, he was still going to have a higher deal than what that 12 that they offered already. Well, the 8.5 that they offered on the purse bid. You know, so it's like I mean, the number 5 mil is. Ooh.
And I asked him, do he believe that he's worth 5? And then he said, let me get off. I'm like, get off. What the hell is the people going to show you? The people are proving me right. All of these people that claiming, oh no, no, man, this guy's crazy, this guy's dumb. They right here listening to this crazy dumb guy go back and forth with their stepdaddy.
But damn, you doing the dumb. You calling him dumb, and now he's not even here.
I who called them? Who called Bill? I ain't called Bill dumb.
Oh my bad, I got the wrong person.
I ain't called Bill dumb. I actually think he's extremely intelligent. I just said he's smart enough to fool all of these clowns in the in the comments. He got them wrapped around his fucking finger. You know, they
Trip,
wait.
Trip
That's why I
stick,
said, that's why I call him. That's the stepdaddy. You
Trip
know,
stick for the two piece. This is what you call a leech pay Keyshawn or pay you.
a leech pay. A leech pay. This is what you call a leech pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, Joshua Plummer says he paid him 3 times than he ever got, laughing my ass off. If that ain't enough, nothing is.
3 times of what he ever got. Like I said, man, y'all want to keep on talking about who's going to get paid this and who's going to get paid that, and all y'all at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, all of these fans don't give a fuck about who get paid what. They just want to see the fight. So stop using these as talking points when y'all don't really give a fuck about who getting paid what.
But it's like,
If y'all either y'all want to see the fight happen or you don't.
so
Or
all
just
right,
do
then I'm
what
gonna change the
do
poll
what
then.
Bill Haney wants you to do is just keep on clicking the duck emojis and allowing him to skate away with that shit.
Hit the like button, yo. We
He
got
won.
1,200 people on the live. Make sure you smash that like button right now, right now. Double tap the screen if you guys are on mobile devices. Damn, we got over 767 votes here. Is Keyshawn Davis the biggest duck in boxing history? 77% believe he is the biggest duck in boxing history. But I'm gonna change the poll, and then we're gonna say this, all right? Is Keyshawn Davis worth $5 million to fight Devin Haney? All right, we'll see. We'll see what the people say about that. All right. Smash the like button once
No,
again, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll get into the super chat
no,
stuff.
no. Change that poll to do
What?
do
What?
the people want to see Keyshawn fight? I mean, do the people want to see Devin fight anybody besides Keyshawn?
You
That's
want that one?
that's the question right there. Who the fuck if y'all calling him a duck and all of this
But the
shit,
5 million is
then
good though. That's a good question though. Is he worth the 5 million? You said that you said it with Bill. The people want
no, because
five. The people
no,
said it was worth five. So yeah, let's do it.
no, because they still fucking brain twisted, but because they go if they
Keyshawn.
say no and and the fight don't happen, they still gonna blame us for not happening, even though they had the opportunity to say yes. Tell the world that it's worth that. These people are too damn delusional to realize that they're getting in a way of their own damn fights that they want to happen. Like I said, he's calling out Boots now. We know that's not going to happen.
Mm.
He calling out Tank. We know that's not going to happen. You know, so I just sit back and watch how delusional these damn people really are. Because they even given the history of what they consider ducks,
All right, we got the
given the
poll right
history of
there.
what they consider ducks, you said what?
We just put the poll right now.
Yeah.
The question
Given the
is,
history of what they consider ducks, and I use the Vernon Forrest example, and these people still don't realize that this is how historically this game has been played. When y'all recognize the anticipation, the value of a fight, you go for what is valued at. You see, he didn't answer that question when I said, who they why y'all can't get a fight now? If everybody's waiting on him, why they can't get a fight now? A couple of names has been offered. You know why they can't get a fight? Because everybody that's in this comment calling Keyshawn a duck, they not saying, wait a minute, I want to see Devin fight him. They still calling Keyshawn a duck, hoping that that's what's going to make him fight. Calling him a duck is going to no. We knew long ago that we can't rely on the fans to be consistent. The hate is always louder than the love.
Kyran River. Thank you for the 5 piece. Why isn't coach telling Top Rank to pay their fighter? Question mark. Key is signed to them. They put the bid in, but you want DHP to pay what Top Rank won't.
This is the thing right here. X amount of money is getting put out for this fight. Devin Haney saying we're not fighting. Our deal is we're fighting for this, no less. Are you willing to take less for this fight? Because ain't nobody else, even with the deal that you have is obviously on contentions of the the demand. Otherwise, you'll be able to fight any damn body.
I
Whether
mean,
whether you
he's going off
but the
of the
people
list, though,
gotta pay
right?
for these. You said
He's
what?
he's going off of the list, right? He wanted Shakur.
They ain't going off no
He
fucking
wanted
list.
y'all. These are some of the biggest fights, right? These are some of the biggest fights. Ryan Garcia, obviously, another big fight. Hopefully, they can
He's
get that fight down the
naming,
line.
he's naming the biggest names, not the biggest fights.
I, I,
Because
I think they're probably telling the
he
network deal that
I think
listen,
that's the only
my
one that's
dog
what
is
was
willing to fight
realistically could
anybody.
happen.
He's coming in there with
You
the
said what?
network. He's going to the zone meeting saying, "My son is gonna fight anybody. You put the top names, right? You send me a network there. We'll fight anybody. We want a couple fights. This is what we're gonna, this is what we want." And they already did their separate negotiations already, as a promotional company as well.
Somebody just said,
If they
somebody just
can't,
said Haney ducked Shakur twice.
mm,
Haney ducked Shakur twice.
mm,
Um, I called out Haney ducking Haney Haney ducked Tank for not taking he wanted more money. This is how historically
but
how boxing is gone.
you're calling the Haney's a duck, though.
Who called the Haney's a duck?
You did.
Not for that. Not for the taking less money. I said they're a duck. I said the new duck is throwing out offers that you know somebody ain't gonna take.
Mm.
That's what I said is the new duck move.
But I mean,
Screws McDuck,
Shakur could have won.
he's the talk behind it. Screws
Shakur went
McDuck,
through
which is
this.
is
Shakur went through this similar situation, but he got the stripes to be able to, to debate.
dog, y'all keep on talking about accomplishments. Y'all can't start talking about accomplishments and then say
Bro,
justify why
bro,
somebody else is getting paid more money that got less accomplishments. You can't justify accomplishments conversation and then you say, oh, Liam Perra wasn't won't the biggest duck in boxing history. That was a unification bout. He just turned them down for not getting enough money. Liam Pearl ain't getting paid top dollar. Bless
thank
you.
you.
And he probably was still offered one of the biggest paydays. But that's how they operate. They look at how much you got paid in the past and said, oh, wait a minute. This is more than what you ever been paid.
Because the fight's not going to be worth as much, and obviously Devin is going to be,
No,
looking for
this
minimums.
obviously is worth that much. This is obviously worth that much. No, obviously, those other fights aren't worth that much because nobody ain't trying to see those shits. That's why they won't cut the check for those shits.
Mm.
Now, after they didn't cut the check for them, they still talking about us.
I mean, shit, I mean,
It-
everybody
we
talking
on the
about y'all
live
right
right
now.
now talking about Keyshawn and Devin. Are we not talking about Keyshawn and Devin? Exactly. That's the fight that they want to see.
Listen, I'm not saying that Keyshawn ain't worth 5 million for a Devin Haney fight, but obviously, right now, they Top Rank wasn't trying to bid anything close to that.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, there could be numerous of reasons. I mean, maybe they don't want to continue to invest into Keyshawn due to some of the things that he's gone through in his career. Smoking weed, not making weight, not even coming close to making weight at that point. Making, lots of different things. Look what happened to his brother. After he lost, he had the shenanigans with Albright. Do you feel like maybe they're like, you know what? I'm not throwing all my chips into this guy right now. Um, I might save that. I
Once,
might save that for maybe an Abdullah Mason.
uh, well, first of all, Abdullah Mason, he's a great fighter. I like Abdullah. I like how him and his family moves, and as a unit, they're good,
He doesn't shout out the N word
respectable young
all
kid.
his interviews.
All, all,
Very
all
marketable
of the
brand.
above.
You could brand with him,
No,
get
no, no,
brand deals.
he's a very marked, but he's no Keyshawn.
But he just sold pretty well in Cleveland with Albert Bell. So
Yeah,
he's on the
he's
track.
no,
He's on that track.
he's no
And he's
Keyshawn.
defended his belt. And the way he defended his
Yeah,
belt, Albert Bell in a couple weeks' notice, he's
yeah,
accomplished. He's
he's
more
no Key.
accomplished.
He, he, he's no Keyshawn.
I hear you. You're right. He's not. But as of right
He's no
now in the
Keyshawn.
pros,
I'm trying to say this. I'm trying to say this without it seems like I'm trying to throw no shade at because you remember for a long time they was compared Abdullah with Keyshawn. For a long time they was compared Abdullah with Keyshawn. The person that I think Top Rank realized was Abdullah's first world title champion. I mean his world title shot. I think they realized at that fight right there because I think they was deliberating whether or not who's going we going to use to pass the torch, who's going to be the face of Top Rank, and it was I think it was up in the air at that time whether we're going to bank with Abdullah or Keyshawn, and I think they saw with that world title fight that you know what, we can't put all our marbles on. We was hoping that world title fight with Sam Noakes was going to go a little more one sided because easily Keyshawn would have stopped Sam Noakes.
but they didn't give Abdullah Mason no
No, no,
breaks after that. They
I'm
gave him
just
they
look,
gave
look,
him an
look.
Albert Bell or somebody even better.
No, no. Look. I'm just saying the people that Abdullah is fighting now as a champion, Keyshawn has been fighting that level of competition since he was like 8-0. In my opinion, yeah.
Really?
If you look at his record,
He knocked out Nakatelia, remember? Remember that was the day that Keisha didn't fight. Knocked out
yeah, and
Nakatelia.
that,
That was
and
a
that was
guy that was a guy that Shakur Stevenson went the distance, and he had a good performance, but not the best performance either. So Abdullah Mason, is showing that he's been fighting at a higher level,
no. I
and
really don't even want to talk about
and
Abdullah.
the performances.
I don't even want to talk about Abdullah because, like I said, I like Abdullah.
Yeah,
I fuck with
you
Abdullah,
can't
and I fuck with
diminish
how they
his
move.
brand to boost up
Yeah, yeah. I'm not.
Keyshawn.
That's what I said. I
But when
don't
you
want to
gave me
talk
that
about
question of
Abdullah
like
like
why
that because
wouldn't Top Rank do it, I gave you like probably like 4 or 5 scenarios of why, and they would probably want to put their chips and bet on Abdullah Mason just watching the history. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
it. No, historically, the fighters that made the most money was the most controversial. Historically, all the way from Ali, Tyson, Broner, like Mayweather, all of these guys, they sold the most because they talked the most and Look, Tank, he lost he lost 3 titles on the scale. You know, he lost 3 titles on the scale. But
But the amount of money that these guys are getting paid to fight Tank, shit. Now that's different.
yeah, yeah, I that's why I said earlier, you don't hear nobody complaining about getting the money that they asked for fighting against Tank. You don't hear nobody complaining about getting top dollar
Yeah,
going
but
against
these
Canelo.
yeah, but we
You
but these
don't hear
guys see
nobody
that's
fight
different. That's
yo, you
different.
don't hear
That's a little
nobody
different.
complaining
Canelo
about these type of things.
Canelo's
Hang on. You don't hear nobody complaining about these type of things. Devin Haney, you consistently hear people complaining about not getting paid top dollar because Devin Haney, he's trying to get paid top dollar when he's not a top dollar fighter.
I hear what you're saying on that. I understand what you're saying and somewhat, but in the same time, it's just like he's still fighting those guys to be able to look at Regis Prograis. He filled it up back home, right? Filled it up.
Regis Progress. What was that? Was that after the was that right before the
First
Norman
time at
fight?
140. First time at
What
140.
first like first time at 140? Okay, like I said, he picks his fight. Like I said, I gotta give his dad credit because he picks his fight very strategically. Even though Regis Progress, he had he's not a real skilled fighter. Nobody thought that. I didn't think that Devin would have any problems with him. You know, but people he knows how to build fights not around the entertainment value of Devin in the ring, but just the curiosity of whether or not what's going to happen to Devin in the ring. Can this person actually this is Devin first time at 140. Wait a minute. This is his first time coming back since Ryan. Wait a minute. He just moved up and fought fighting Brian Norman.
Because he
Wait a minute.
talking. Because he
Now,
talking.
like I said, none of it is based on Devin entertainment factor. Is whether or not this man is going to has the possibility of losing.
I mean,
Nobody
is
thinks
that
he's
why
going to
people
lose
joined
against.
is that why people tuned in to Floyd Mayweather?
Is that why they tuned into Mayweather? And during the second half of his career, during the second half of his career,
Because he
but
was robbing the bank, right? There were certain fights that,
uh,
he would take, you know, fought some of
but
the
at the
best,
same
lots of
time,
champions.
Devin Haney ain't no damn Floyd. Let's just say that.
I got one
At the end,
question.
Devin Haney ain't no damn Floyd.
Listen, I got one question. Mills, can you ask him if he doesn't get the 5 million, what is he going to fight for? What does Top Rank have in store for him in 2027?
If you're not fighting for the 5 million, what's in store for 2027?
The same thing that's in store for you. Is Devin Haney? Is that on the table for 2027? I want 2026.
Hey, listen. What's your minimums?
Well, against Devin Haney?
No, your minimums, your regular
Your
minimums.
minimums.
Well, I think our stock is going up just off this alone.
Okay, what was it? What was it
But we
before?
don't negotiate our minimums with social media. We don't negotiate
Huh?
social minimums with social media. I mean, you can.
I'm saying, I'm saying this. Will you make?
Are you trying to ask
If
what
you
we
don't fight
asking
Devin, if
for
you don't fight,
against other fighters?
hey, listen. Now, if you don't fight
You
Devin,
know what our minimum.
will
We
you,
know what
will you make
you
$1
know
million?
what people are asking for from you. You know what we asking for from you. That's all you need to know about.
You heard that question that he said?
You said
Question.
what?
I answered your question. I said in 2027, does Top Rank have $1 million opponent for you?
Does he have $1 million? There's a whole lot of options out there for Keyshawn
Okay, let me ask
that
you.
with top rank.
Okay, what option have you been presented with since you turned down the fight with Devin Haney?
The people have to wait for that, bro.
No,
That's
I'm
not
asking you.
something that's not something that's not something you announce on. That's not something you announce
Let me
on
ask you the
live.
question again. Okay, let me ask you the question again. Have you had another
But
deal
just know it's been offered.
since you turned down? Have you had another deal put on the table since you turned down the deal with Devin Haney?
I just told you that's not for social media, bro. But just know
Okay, so everything else is for social media. Yeah. All right, Mills. I just want to ask him
what
that
what
question. I'm back in the chat.
Come on, Dorset. You gotta come in better. Come on, Dorset. I
what
get
what I keep telling him that business is not for social media. These guys talking about duck, 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 duck. What the you don't if somebody is trying to air out certain shit, this is how we got to this duck shit because all of the social media knew about the fight that was possible that possibly happened, and then it didn't happen. See, if two fighters are we already know that two fighters are going to happen. I mean, I'm going to fight. We just start building it up once it's already signed, sealed, and delivered. But when you actually have to build up a fight, like Keyshawn did with the anticipation for Devin, you actually have to build up a fight. You have to start making skits. You have to actually start calling them out in public, putting in the leg work. Y'all talking about he ain't really fought nobody, but he actually put in that leg work to do that. Who did Rolly fight before he fought Tank? He actually talked this way into that fight with Tank.
I believe
Am I
Rolly
right?
had what I believe Rolly had the WBA.
Did Roll? I don't even know if he had a title at that time. No. I don't think Rolly had a title at that time. No, but he literally talked his way into that fight with Tank.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And he got paid top dollar for that fight with Tank.
He got paid. He,
Oh,
he got paid. I don't know if he got paid
refresh.
three. I don't know if he got paid $3 million, but I know he got paid.
He got paid top dollar because of the anticipation that he built around it. Because him that talking factor, that marketability.
Okay, but
But
in
people
the
gonna
same
act like,
time,
wait a minute, I never turned down no damn fight.
Rolly ain't getting no 5 mil, and Tank is
I ain't
a
saying Rolly
bigger
got
star
5
than
mil.
Devin Haney.
You said what?
That Rolly never got 5 mil, and
Uh-huh.
Devin is not a big star than Gervonta Tank Davis. So where the money, where you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like it got to be built not off of just talking. It got to be built off of like certain accolades to be able to get some
No,
type
it
of
ain't got
speaking time because
no
y'all
no no
got
no
twenty
no no
five
no no.
percent. Like that's what you
Accolades
guys are
is
getting.
accolades is not what Bill fights. You know that. Accolades is not what Bill fights. Goddamn Jake Paul versus
You
Mike
want
Tyson
they want the
was one of the
biggest fights, coach. They
most
want the
viewed.
biggest fights. They want the biggest fights, or they want the titles. It's gonna be money or legacy.
No, the people aren't looking for titles. The
Devin,
people that's paying
Devin,
aren't looking for titles.
DHP, DHP is what I'm saying.
No, Devin, Devin,
If he can't get the
Devin want the
top
dollars
dollar,
more than the
if
titles.
he can't get the top guys to fight him,
He want top dollar, but he want the top dollar more than the title.
that's
So people talking about legacy and all that shit for Keyshawn, but Devin he want the top dollar more than the titles, which is
you know.
we know how Bill is dollar first. He ain't gonna take that damn fight for the people. If if people say right now,
You
look,
know, I'll give you an
you got
example. Let me give you an example. All right, Caleb Plant, he negotiated more money for the Canelo Alvarez fight because he had the IBF strap. He had one title left, the last title before Canelo was undisputed at 168 pounds. Caleb Plant got paid more than Billy Joe Sanders and everybody that had a title in that division. Why? Because he had that last piece. It wasn't that Caleb Plant was a huge star. He had the IBF title and got the opportunity from Canelo Alvarez, and they was able to make something happen. That title
No, no, no. The the title was the leeway,
is
but
giving you
the thing about it is,
some type of
hang no, no, no,
leverage.
no, hang on, no, no. It gave him leverage because Canelo wanted it, but at the same time, Canelo could afford anybody,
I'll,
and he's gonna. That's why I just
I'll
made
give
that
you another.
argument earlier.
I'll give you
No, no,
another
no. Hang
example.
on,
I'll
hang on.
give
Let me
you
respond.
another. Hold on. Let me
Let me
give you
respond to what
another
you just
one.
said, bro.
Let me give
Let
you
me
another
respond to
one.
what you just said.
Go ahead.
Because Canelo, I just said Canelo don't have a problem paying top dollar for those fights.
The
Billy Joe Saunders
the
didn't have to
networks,
have no title.
the networks don't mind dishing out a whole bunch of money for a Canelo fight. They don't mind it. They know what they
Exactly.
get. They know what their return is.
Yes. They
They
know that
know what a
return is
Tank
not with
Davis
Devin.
return is. They know what it is.
They know that's not with Devin. They know it could be with Devin if Devin get in there with Keyshawn. But they ain't trying to pay Devin his
Peep,
minimum
peep game. Devin
in there with
Haney.
others.
Devin Haney fights Cambosos twice for around the same
Y'all keep on mentioning
percentage.
that shit, man.
But yo, he got to go through it. A fighter has to go through it in their career. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I don't know where all these millions are coming from.
No. Where did they fight? They fought Cambosis in his they fought Cambosis in his country because one, he wasn't going to sell out here fighting Cambosis.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like
they,
you think you're gonna get three to fight Brian Norman?
they look,
And I know that was a turkey fight, which that's a whole different other story. But
look.
you know what I'm saying?
The
Brian
people
Norman's getting
and
3 million to fight
can
Devin
I
Haney.
hang on? Can I ask the people this? And let's just be honest. Would y'all want to see Keyshawn Davis versus Brian Norman Jr.?
People want to see that
Would
fight
y'all
too.
want to see Keyshawn Davis versus Brian Norman Jr.?
People would like to see that, yeah. But what you think?
I want to see the reaction to that. Seeing that people are gonna be real about that.
Yeah, people want to see that fight. People
Yes,
want
I'm saying yes, yes. Now, because Bill was just up in here talking like, okay, Devin was the last option for Keyshawn. But the thing about it is,
Norman wants that fight too.
no, no, yeah, I think that'll be a great fight for both of them. But both of them were already were considered entertaining fighters. Devin wasn't considered entertaining. He's considered accomplished. You know, he's not considered entertaining. You know, the most entertaining thing about Devin is his father. Am I right?
I mean, Bill is definitely Bill is definitely entertaining. But you know, a lot of people seek entertainment in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people thought that Mayweather was entertaining. You know what I mean? He would talk his shit. He would show you his house. He would show you all the money he had, and people looked at that was a somewhat of an entertainment. I mean, look at Tank. When every time Tank comes out, it's entertainment.
uh, this is
Now,
what
obviously,
Mayweather
Tank
Mayweather
gives
was
you
smart enough,
that end surprise. Obviously, that you happy at the end of the night, like you superly satisfied.
and that's what I
But
said
people
about
are
Keyshawn.
also satisfied with seeing competitive fights. That's also something that people are excited about. Putting yourself in the fire.
Putting yourself in the fire. You know, with Tank, they don't. It don't have to be a 50-50 fight with Tank in order for it to sell, because his fight sell out with
Tank.
motherfucker.
Listen,
No, no, no.
Canelo and Tank.
No.
We
I'm
got to
just
get these
talking
guys
about
out of
the
here.
styles. No, no. I'm talking about the styles. You know, certain fighters need a dance partner in order for their fights to be watch worthy. People are paid to see Tank beat up on people. People are paid to see Canelo beat up on people. People are actually paid to see Keyshawn beat up on people. But because they do it in a entertaining fashion, the way that Keyshawn is probably one of the best finishers out there. And as he goes up in competition, it just get prettier. The performance get better and better. Nobody leaves a Keyshawn fight saying I don't want to see him again.
Coach, listen, everybody over here
What
at
up?
the restaurant, everyone at the restaurant, right? We're listening. You're live right now. And we all want to
Okay.
know the other day, listen, the other day when Omac was training Keyshawn Davis, what were you doing with your life? Or what were you doing in life?
The other day when what?
Long ago, I'm saying is, not too long ago, he was being trained with Bomac. What were you doing in life?
He's being trained with Bomac.
When he was trained with Bomac, when he was training with Bomac, what were you doing?
I still was there. Like I've known Keyshawn since he was a baby. Like Bomac, Bomac came into Keyshawn's life after the Olympics. After, he was his third fight. After his third pro fight.
So when did you
I was
when
there
did
when
you
Keyshawn
become
walked in the gym.
when did
I
you
was there
become the head
when
trainer?
Keyshawn walked in the gym. You said
When
what?
did you become the head trainer?
When did you become the
I'm,
head trainer?
I'm not even the head trainer.
Oh, you're not the head trainer. Who's the head trainer?
Is Randall.
Who?
Is not Bo Mack. It's Randall.
So
Me,
so what are you?
me,
Wait, hold
Randall,
on.
and
So what are you? What are you?
I'm assistant coach.
Huh?
I'm an assistant
Okay.
coach.
When did you become the
Yes.
assistant coach? When did you become the assistant coach?
Officially right before the Ortiz fight.
Okay. That's all I wanted to ask you.
Also, you just
The
became his
thing,
coach. You just became
you
Keyshawn's
said
coach.
what?
So you just became Keyshawn's coach his
After
last fight.
that's that, the fight before that, it was still with Bomac.
Oh,
They were
okay.
still doing the routines with Bomac. Bomac came in along with a team.
Were you his assistant coach before they came in, or you just became his assistant coach after the Jermaine Ortiz fight?
Like I said, me and Keyshawn, we came up together.
Yeah,
All us we was in the same
but
gym
like
with each other
when
since
when did he give you the position? Is what I'm saying, like officially.
officially after the I guess officially it was the Jermaine Ortiz fight.
Okay, his last fight. Okay, okay.
Officially it was the Jermaine Ortiz fight. Like I said, when Bomac came around, and I tell everybody this every time they bring up Bomac. When somebody say shit like, okay, oh, Bomac was He was better with Bo Mac. Like when I hear these copy paste comments, this is the thing that they say about everybody until they win. They say every fighter is shit until they beat their fighter. They say every coach was better than the first until they winning with that next coach. I mean, wasn't didn't y'all say Keyshawn best performance was against Jermaine Ortiz?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all going to credit that to the new coaches? But nobody's even worried about the who's getting credit from that because we came in as a team from Norfolk. We came up with the money. We helped raise them. So when I hear people that ask these type of questions, you got to recognize these guys are just tagging along for gossip. What do y'all know about Bo Mac besides he was Terrence Crawford's trainer?
He he fought Butterbean.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bo Mac is a is a great coach. They built a great stable over there, and we're doing the same thing over here. Listen, if I want to go down my list of boxing accomplishments, you know, I can talk about that.
You got Lester
I won
Martinez as
multiple
well.
national champions. You said what?
They got Lester Martinez now as well.
Yeah. They also had Richard Torres.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but ain't nobody gonna. I'm not gonna say Bo Mack is a bad coach because Richard Torres just got knocked out. You see what I'm saying? Like they're hypocrites. These people don't support people for real.
Al the pal. Thank you for the 5 piece. Sup with Key and Shakur though. David and Zerto was homies. Bell Mason was homies. Tio and Rolly was homies. I ain't a Devin fan neither, but he ducked also. Richard Young, thank you for the 2 piece. 3 times more than you ever made in a duck offer is wild. Get your begging ass offline. Flex, heck,
What am I begging for? For
that
a job
5
that I already
milli.
got? But y'all begging for a fight. Y'all begging for a fight. Pay for it.
Flex, heck, thank you for the 5 piece. Salute to Mill City doing the justice. Key is not a duck. He just want more money for the biggest fight in 2026. He's not a boss.
Oh,
Beantown
hey,
in
don't.
the
Hey,
building.
hang on, no,
Flex,
don't
heck.
just start reading past that. Don't just start reading past that. Do a pause right there and let that shit
You need
marinate.
that pause? You need a pause? All right.
Let pause and let
You
that
want me
shit
to read it one more
marinate.
time?
Read
I
that
got
again.
you. You
Read
need
it one
that? You
more
need
time.
that? You need that? I got
Yes.
you. Flex. Thank you for the 5 piece. Salute to Mill City doing the justice. Key is not a duck. He just want more money for the biggest fight in 2026. He's not a boss. Beantown in the building. We good? You good? All right.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
757 million there. Thank you for the 5 piece. Haney is not a draw. A good opponent. Keyshawn sells more tickets and is a bigger draw. Bill knew he wouldn't take the low offer. Shark City DB3 in the building. There you go. The lunatic, thank you for the 2 piece. You overprice yourselves. Be a streamer then. Easy Bill, thank you for the 2 piece. Trips, thank you for the 2 piece. If this is who Key got in his ear, I feel bad for him.
Ask the person who ears you in. Who trusts
Mm,
you? Who trusts you to be in their corner?
yikes.
Remember, it's always easy to criticize something that's not an option for you. It's always easy to criticize something that's not an option for you. Go ahead, train with a world champion. Because aside from Keyshawn, what we also I also trained multiple national champions. I also was a multiple national champion. I also was an undefeated professional. But tell me your list of boxing accomplishments
Flex Heck.
before you start to criticize.
Flex Heck. Think 5 piece. ¿Qué te pasa? Debo isn't even in the clasa. Uh, um, Jay Cran, thank you for the 5 piece. Keyshawn is one who begged Devin to fight him. Devin was minding his own business, looking for Shakur.
Devin was minding his own business, moving up weight classes, looking for people in lower weight classes. Minding his own business, moved up a weight class soon as Jerron Ennis moved up a weight class. Minding his own business, somebody who I don't give a damn if this man got dropped his next 4 fights. If I would have took that ass whooping that Ryan gave me, I would have had to get my get back. I don't care if he lose fight after fight after fight, just to prove to the fans that this is why. Because Bill has been going online. It was like, can't nobody beat us clean. Can't nobody beat us clean. We're mean if they coming clean and all of them. Then tell Mr. Arm& Hammer, clean, OxyClean, why didn't y'all get your get back? Because from what I recall, and I don't know if I don't know if Ryan was actually lying about it, he made Devin shit on himself.
Diablo.
He made it like I would have to get my get back. He made Devin shit on himself. He literally made Devin shit on himself. Like, we
You about to get
already
Bill?
put in I know he's gonna call for that. He made Devin shit on himself. Like, he really convinced me when he told me. I mean, when he made that announcement, said, "Look, you ever got hit so hard that your bodily functions shuts down and you just shit on yourself?" I made Devin do that. I was like, "Damn, yo, that." Yo, if a motherfucker spray fart after you, if a dude spray fart after you hit his ass, that is crazy.
Yeah,
that nigga, he knocked the spray fart out of motherfucker. Like, that's crazy.
That's nasty work. Richard Young, thank you for the 2 piece. Keyshawn about to go fight a plumber for $800K next. Diablo. Wow. $800K. That's nasty work. Vic, thank you for the 2 piece. If the full bid was $8 mil, how could Key get $5 mil? But later, they're like, yo, they want it. So basically,
Yeah, I mean, people
they say,
are
yo,
saying,
you want them to stick with 6, and y'all get 5 when the initial offer was 12.
listen, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got to keep on going. We ain't got to keep on like recycling the same questions over
I got the
and
wrong
over.
numbers. My bad. 7 and 5. My bad. My math was all wrong. 7 and 5. Y'all wanted 5.
Look,
He would have had 7.
Yeah, we ain't got to recycle these same questions all over again because what? Devin has already made his decision. He wants to move on, but move on to what?
He hasn't
Now the
fought
people
since
just
November. He needs to fight. He's all he's doing is in the gym.
he move on to what? Because the people we just asked the people, do they want to see Brian Norman versus Keyshawn? Everybody said yes. Now, who do y'all want to see Devin fight? Drop that in the comment.
Mm.
Who do y'all want to see
Flex
Devin
Hack,
fight?
Flex Hack, thank you for the 2 piece. Difference is the duck. Easy building for the 2 piece. Where's Keyshawn? Question mark. Why won't he speak
Boots,
for himself?
Ryan. Boots and Ryan. Ryan. Shakur. What is it? Ryan. Shakur. Y'all keep on why y'all keep on naming somebody that's not even in his weight class? That's 2 weight classes beneath him. Shakur,
Yeah, but you know,
Ryan,
I mean,
Ryan. Okay.
look, check
The
this out.
only
Yo, check this
and
out.
I actually agree. The only
I'm
fight right now that I believe is more that's bigger for Devin
Ryan.
is would be the Ryan rematch.
Yeah.
Because even with Shakur, I don't think the people are looking at they will want to see it just to see who's going to win, but they know it's going to be more entertaining with the Keyshawn fight. Stylistically, they want to see that more.
Flex Hack.
But he don't want to get in there with Ryan. He literally knocked the shit out of him.
Flex Hack, thank you for the
The
10
man,
piece. Bill Haney scared to address the money. He entertaining a coach, but never mentioned the Prince. Flex Hack. Appreciate 10 piece. Trips, thank you for the 2 piece. This is bad, bro. They getting cooked.
this is bad, man. They shitted on themselves. That's all. I can always go back to that. Like when all else fails, we can talk about a
Yeah, but
man
we got
getting.
all the time though.
You said
We run
what?
out of things to say. I said when we run out of things to say, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, man. Listen, hang on, man. I gotta go take a Haney. I'm in a shit. Like,
Whoa. Oh,
man, you on some
that is
other Haney right
crazy
now,
work.
man. Yeah, you on
That's
some other
crazy.
Haney right now, man. What type Haney you on?
Yo, listen, you wish you
No
would.
Haney. I don't want to
That's
hear that Haney no more. I
7-8
don't want to hear
sports.
that Haney. You in my ear with all that Haney. that I'm replacing shit with with Haney now. Like, man, like when I see this wild Haney in the comments, like
Watch him.
it's
Be
crazy,
careful.
man.
You gonna come back like he's over here eating his, you know what I mean, filet mignon, watching this shit right now. So we gotta be careful.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna chill out with all that Haney.
7-8 sports. Think of the 5 brothers trying to flip Keyshawn's duck on Devin, laughing my ass off. First, you looking for Debo. Now Debo gotta pay for your grandkids' college. Yeah, bro.
Grandkids college.
He said grandkids. He didn't even say his kids. He said his grandkids. That's the
Yeah.
word. You know what I'm saying? But
Like I said, these people do not give a fuck what they get paid. Y'all keep on talking about what they get paid like y'all care. None of it's going in y'all pocket. Y'all just want to see the fight. Stop talking about what people gonna get paid, and y'all don't give a fuck what people get paid. Y'all keep on mentioning, oh, he didn't get paid that in this last one. Y'all don't give a fuck what he get paid in this last fight. Y'all ain't actually start caring about what he got paid until y'all had to make an argument for him to take the fight. Oh, wait a minute, this is the most he ever been paid. He should take the fight. Y'all don't give a damn about what he getting paid. Y'all would let this man go in there and fight for 7-Eleven big bites and just to entertain y'all. So stop pocket watching.
Oh, oh, oh.
Come on, man. Don't get up here with all that Haney.
Stop talking about shit with those weird ass chains,
Oh shit.
doodle chains around your neck. You're wearing shit around your neck, and you
I'm wearing
wearing
Haney
up
around my
and
neck.
down. You
I'm
are
wearing Haney
official.
around my
And
neck.
you are official. No, I couldn't wait for you to talk about shit so I can talk about that shit around your neck that proves that you shouldn't even.
This this
Oh,
this this
thank you
this,
very
this
much.
keeps this
I
keeps
mean,
Haney away.
I mean,
This
no, no,
is the
no, no,
cleansing
no.
stone.
You got a chance
This is
to
the
talk.
cleansing
You got a
stone.
chance
You
to
probably
talk.
need to wear one of
One at a
these in the
time.
ring
Now listen,
to
you
stop
got a
y'all from
chance to talk.
shitting.
You got a chance to talk with that team shit around your
Go
neck.
ahead.
Now, did
You needed to
Keyshawn get
wear
that
one of
shit to
these
you,
inside the
or did you
ring.
find it?
You needed to wear one of these in the ring
Okay.
with Devin so
I,
he wouldn't knock the shit out of you. This is a
did
cleansing
you?
stone.
No,
Yo, he's at.
no.
You
No.
need to hang this.
Did you
Listen,
buy
tell
that
me what
shit,
y'all
or
did with
did
those.
Keyshawn get
Tell me what y'all did with those trunks after the fight. Tell me what y'all did with
it?
those
Listen,
trunks after
I'm
the
gonna
fight.
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this.
Tell me what y'all did with those
I'm gonna tell
trunks
you this.
after the fight.
We don't. We don't have the trunk, but you got that nasty ass shit around your neck right now in 2026.
What?
The
What?
summer is this shit
What
hurt.
did
This
y'all
shit
do
look
with
like
the
that
trunks?
fuck
Y'all
out of your
burnt those
chest.
shits.
Listen,
Y'all burnt those shits.
listen, and
Y'all
so did
burnt
those
those damn
chains
trunks.
burn on
That
your neck.
he knocked the shit out your
Yeah,
son.
listen. You should go knock
He hit
the
him with
shit
a
out that jury man
headshot and
for
he spray
selling that
farted.
shit to you.
How you gonna
Are
hit
you upset
how
at
you
me,
gonna
or
hit
are
your
you
son and
upset
he
at your
spray
jeweler?
farted?
Are you upset at me or your jeweler?
When
Because
you
he
came
sold
when you
shit.
came in the
And
look,
listen,
tell me
the
this.
people on the,
When he
the
came to
people
you
on
in the
Canal
corner,
Street,
when he came to
listen,
you in the locker room after that fight, when he came to you
the,
in the locker room
hey,
after that fight and he said,
the
Dad,
guys on
I shit on
Canal
myself.
Street get locked up for that kind of shit.
When he told you, Dad, I shit on
Listen,
myself,
that's right between bronze
did
and
you give him a
bullshit.
hug or did you make him take a shower first?
There's no gold in that.
Did you give him a hug or did you make him take a shower first?
Listen,
After he came in the
give
locker
a
room after getting
motherfucker,
that
did
shit
you give a
knocked out of him,
motherfucker
did
a
you give him a hug or did you
ring for
say,
that?
yo, wait, don't bring that shit over
What's
here.
on that
Go
shirt?
get in the shower
What's
and
on
then I'll
that
give you a
shirt?
hug.
You see what's on mine, the WBO. What's on your shirt? That shit looks like it
What?
got confusing when
It's
you got to the
DB3.
register. No, listen,
It's DB3. This is DB3.
let me see
This is
again. Let me see.
DB3.
Because it looks,
It's
okay. Well, guess what?
DB3.
Listen, it looks like you niggas got into an argument when you decided to make that the logo.
It looked like your son went to the buffet when he got into that fight because they knocked the shit out
Buffet.
of that man.
Buffet, you look like you
What
are
was he
eating
eating
out
before
of
that
the
fight?
gas station right now.
What was he
You look
eating
like
before
you're
that fight
unhealthy
to
as a
make that man
motherfucker.
shit
You look
in the
like a
middle of a 12 rounder?
green chili burrito with a
Look,
motherfucking bag
that's
of
it.
Doritos and some kind of soda water
Listen,
that you shouldn't be eating or drinking. You
man, you
look a
look like a
mess.
goddamn
Listen,
probation officer from
for
the
a
70s.
assistant coach, you need
That fake.
assistants going to the doctor to get yourself together. You need to get yourself together, coach. You are an
Listen, man.
assistant to nothing.
How
Listen, you are an
your son got
assistant
to
to
wear
a duty,
diapers
and
before
you
you?
are leading nobody. If
How
I
your
found
son
out
got
you
to
was
wear
assistant,
diapers before you?
do you listen? Let me ask you
How
this:
your son got
Do
to
you
wear
do the
diapers
strength and
before you?
do you do the strength and conditioning? Do you do this? Are you in
Your
charge of
son,
strength and conditioning?
your son can't even do
Because you
strength and
don't look
conditioning.
like
He
you in
can't do
good
butt squats no
condition,
more.
and I wouldn't trust you
He
to
can't
make
do butt squats no more,
things
or he's
call.
gonna shit on himself.
How much did the thing cost?
He can't do butt squats no more, or he's gonna shit on himself.
How much did the thing cost?
You said what?
I said, how much did the things cost?
How much did it claim? How much did it cost to steam clean those trunks after the
Okay.
fight?
How much can I cash app you to take the motherfuckers off right now and never wear them again?
Never wear them
I
again?
don't know what kind
Never?
of I don't know what kind of
Never?
voodoo or doo-doo your motherfuckers is made of. But guess what? I'm through with you tonight. And you need, I'm telling you, your cheeks, everything, stop eating at the gas station. It's gonna
Oh
kill you.
my goodness. Why your damn forehead look like a waxed up kneecap? You see that forehead? That shit like a bunion on his head.
Yo, you guys are something. I swear. He said you look like you in the gas
No,
station
that
right
was
now. That was a roasting session right there.
that
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 was a
was
hell.
that was fun.
Yo,
That was
yo,
fun. The crazy part is, look, I got I
yo,
got I got
Bill's
14 brothers and
undefeated.
sisters.
Bill's undefeated over here.
Undefeated with what? His son shit on himself.
Yo,
This man came up
he
here with
said,
a waxed up forehead and in a
how much
in a
can I cash?
1970 disco afro.
How much can I cash app you to take them shits off right now? He goes, your chest looks hot.
Your chest looks hot.
Yo,
Honestly, after a while, I couldn't
he
even
said,
hear what the fuck he was
yo,
saying.
he said you gotta stop eating at the gas station. Oh my goodness gracious, yo, this is
Like I said,
I'm
I
dying.
wish. Look,
I'm dying.
this is what I would do. I would take those shorts and do like this in front of them. I wait. This is a cleansing stone. This you got to do this on top of those shorts to clean all the negative energy that came out them came came out of it.
Yeah, don't say you wild right now.
Man, I'm
Yo,
telling you, though. Like I said, it's fun, man. Like I actually I actually fuck with Bill because he's actually one of the dudes that's willing to come in and speak up for his son. You know, I mean, speak up for his fight. He don't have to do this shit, but it's entertaining. And one is the only way that his son gonna stay relevant.
mm,
You know, so I I fuck with Bill because the man is entertaining. Like I said, I can sit back and laugh at my damn self, but that ain't gonna make me go put on no damn jewelry. I got all the flashy fucking jewelry. I don't wear that type of shit. I'm gonna look like everybody else.
well, there you have it.
the, the, that's what we do, bro.
Let's get into
Like
the
I said, I got 14 brothers and sisters. We joke all fucking day, but that was fun right there.
yeah, no,
Yo,
it always.
Bill, you know, like I said, man, you got the Golden Diaper Award, and I still fuck with you, man.
Getting to these super chats here. Oh my God. I know, sorry for a second.
Hey, I don't want nobody using I don't want nobody using my quote. Matter of fact, that is the new quote for from now on. Um, we're going to take a Haney. I meant a shit. That's the new quote.
Say we got Haney.
We're going to take we taking Haney's on these niggas.
I'm over here like,
You
yo,
know,
I get all these super. I don't want to miss any. All right, here we go. We
he
got
told that.
boxing president, fight coach. Keyshawn ain't no draw. Ain't nobody no key but hardcore fans. So what you say?
Don't nobody know Key besides hardcore fans. Okay, then why do y'all care if Devin fights him? Well, why is why is Bill Haney up here if the fight has already been turned down? They supposed to be, oh yeah, if Devin is the star, then he needs to be up there talking to somebody else about the next two, because another fight just got turned down again against a champion. Liam Pearl just turned down a fight.
Flex
Talk to the
Hack.
other stars then.
Flex Hack. The 2 piece
What's
million.
up, Rick?
He's 5 mil for Devin. I'm not saying that he already went 25%. I mean,
That shit breaking up. It's breaking up
clearly,
when you talk now.
clearly with what?
It's breaking up when you talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
You hear me?
probably need to drop down and come back up. I can come back up about 5 minutes, bro. But it's great.
I'm about to read these two chats and then we good. We out of here.
Okay, cool.
All right, Breezy Baby, thank you for the 2 piece. Who else Devin making? Who else Davis make 5 mil with? Coach, you reaching? Mills Lane, 5 piece. Devin is not worth 12. This fight can't make that plus profit. He only got that because the zone had to compete with Zufa. Haney ain't even worth 5 mil.
Haney is not worth 5 mil by itself. A fight with Devin Haney, people pay more to see a fight with Haney when they think Haney can be beaten. That's why they wanted to see the Keyshawn fight, because people know that Keyshawn can beat Devin Haney. Nobody wants to see a fight with Liam Pearl and what's the new guy they talking to? I'm talking about Frank. You said what? Jack Caswell. Like, yeah, nobody's tuning into that shit because him alone is not. Devin Haney alone is not an entertaining enough fight. He has to have somebody who can make up for the entertainment factor, and Keyshawn is that. Not just outside the ring, but inside the ring. You know, look what happens when Devin Haney hurts people. Devin Haney, he dropped Brian Norman and he got up and he ran like he just got dropped. He dropped Regis Progress. He ran like he just got dropped. Ain't nobody looking at that.
Okay, listen, I'm finished.
Oh,
No,
I thought you were back. I thought you were back.
I got the
I thought you was
last question.
gone.
Hold on. Let's take it.
I thought you was gone, bro. I thought you was gone.
All right. I know it's something. I got one more. The last question of the night.
The last question.
And I'm saying this because the people, I left out the, and the people got
Hang
one
on
more
real quick.
question.
Hey, hang on real quick, Bill. One second, Bill.
You asked,
Bill, hang on. Hang on, Bill. Hang on real quick. I gotta go take a Haney. I gotta go take a Haney.
Get my number and then you can call me. Hold on. Now listen, the one question that everybody want to know. I'm coming out to it. They said, ask Coach Dorsett. He's the assistant coach. Is he the assistant manager too?
No.
So you're not the assistant manager, nor are you the manager at all. So you actually up here talking somebody's business that you have nothing to do with.
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
Who's talking about business?
Listen, your job, what I'm saying is your job is to not talk about the money, correct? You are not the
Who's
manager.
talking
That is
about
not your position,
business?
correct?
I'm asking y'all, do y'all think what y'all think he's worth?
Okay, so I'm going to leave. And listen, we're going to strike anything that you talked about business because you weren't supposed to be up here talking about business in the first time, correct?
Yo, 1 second. I got to go take a Haney.
Yeah, when you go take something and you get off here about this business, hey, Mills.
Yo,
Let him go. The fans are saying, let him go, Mills. Let him go.
you ready? You ready to tap in, Bill? You ready to tap in, Bill?
I got to go take a Haney, man.
Get it.
I appreciate you having me up here, bro. Like, Bill, he always tries to have the last word and try to leave with a bang, but this is funny as hell to talk with this man. Dude said I'm high as a kite. I just got chinky eyes, man. I never smoked weed or had a drink a day in my life.
$1 trillion Drake, think the 5 piece key is going to be sat on the shelf till
middle of next year, and he's gonna make less than half a mil, and he'll be in a tough fight. Top rank gonna punish him.
I can't even hear no I can't even hear you no more with that shit. But yo, I'm about to go ahead and drop down, bro. I appreciate you having me up, man.
You ain't
We gonna wrap though, bro.
yeah, I got about like more than like 25
You said
super
what?
chats for you. Got like 25 super chats that people want to hear your answers to.
Shit, I can barely hear you. It's chopped up, bro. But
Come
I'm
in and
about to
out.
get off. I'm hungry as hell,
Come in
bro.
and out, or I'm gonna get Bill.
Uh,
I'm gonna get on it. Appreciate you for tapping. Let's get Bill on. Let's get Bill on. Let's get Bill on. Let's ask Bill a couple questions. Salute to Dorset for tapping in with us. But and also salute to everybody on the live as well. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. And I'm gonna be just sending this to Bill, and most likely we can finish the conversation. So salute to everybody in the live, man. Lots and lots of super chats. Sorry guys for not being able to tackle all of them. They're said a little long-winded. But I really appreciate all the donations. I'm probably gonna read them out. Haney not worth 5 mil himself. He just signed to a network deal that makes that a purse bid. Looks uh, like Crump. Mill, get these drugs users off here. Diablo. 78 Sports 5. Thank you for the 5 piece. Ninjas giving the folks, aka Bob Arum, your promoter a pass and blaming black fighters for your purse is crazy work, Jigaboo. He said Jigaboo. I haven't heard Jigaboo in a long time. Uh, Shout out to Leon. Appreciate the 5 piece. The speaker said, thank you for the 5 piece. You supposed to be a competitor, but you praising a drug cheat. No shame, no honor. The sport is too dangerous for you to be condoning this BS. Appreciate you for the 5 piece. Bill should have told Deb not to eat at the G station before the Ryan fight. That's nasty work, yo. All right. This dude's a clown. He gloating about Ryan instead of Keyshawn. Key should have stayed with Bill Bomac. Yikes. Okay. You talking all this nonsense, and you should have used that energy using now to push Mr. Stomach Problems. Keyshawn in the ring, duck emojis. Chris Papa, thank for the 10 piece mil. When will the loudmouth trainer learn? They only make the fighters look worse when they talk about this shit, and that fight can't live up to it. Bro needs to go somewhere. Shout out to Chris Papa. Boxing needs this fight, and we all know, which is why we still talking about it. Absolutely. Boxing definitely needs this fight. Joe Breezy, thank you for the 5 piece. Copy paste comment, but dude literally says, like I said before everyone sentence, homie got a serious speech tick to coaching, not talking. Brandon, thank you for the 2 piece. Dev will beat Key's ass up and down. Tidewater Drive. Diablo, he said Tidewater Drive. Shout out to Brandon. Coach don't realize they on the shelf till May 2007. Cam Bolsters wasn't a prize fighter, so he gonna be paying. XX Rick Bar, think of the 2 piece. Keyshawn would destroy Norman Jr. Do it, coach. Brandon, thank you for the 2 piece. My credit score just went down listening to him. Diablo. Rolly made 500K. Tan made 2 million. Stop with the cap. HLD, thank you for the two piece. I wonder if Jay Prince endorses this guy or not. Rolly got 2 million for Tank. Coach, you outpriced. Teray, thank you for the two piece. Why y'all acting like these opportunities come often? Mm. Rolly got paid 500K. Cash did it. Thank you for the two piece. Who better than Ortiz than is on Devin's resume? Who better than Ortiz that is on Devin's resume? I mean, shit. I don't want to get into that. I mean, but 29 Tez, thank you for the two piece. Hang up on him. All I hear is quack, quack, quack. Salute to Mills and the panel. Key, my bad. Um, Salute to Mills and the panel. Key is going on the shelf right next to the candy corn. I bendito. That's crazy. Joe Breeze, you think the 10 piece Abdullah is more accomplished. He actually was a professional and made weight as a champ and defended it simply by that. He's more accomplished than Keyshawn. Ask him if he understands that. John Anderson, think of the two piece. Devin was finna take 6 million. So who is ducking? If Key wanted too much and didn't get it, then Dev wanted too much. Hmm? Alan Day, thank you for the five piece. Y'all gonna let Catterall ruin the apple cart because it's not a given that Haney can beat him. Why probably should he be preparing to fight Jack? I think Haney got Jack, but Jack is a little like awkward, southpaw. I think he lost his feet. Jack Catterall hasn't been looking too hot. Devin has been performing higher and better and getting better. Jack Catterall has clearly been going down, winning fights, but also going down. I mean, let's not forget Jack Catterall did lose to Arnold Barboza not too long ago. Um, Jake Paul needs to make less than be norm. X Rick Bars, think of the five piece. Haney versus Keyshawn would have been at least 3 times bigger than the Norman Jr. fight. And Keyshawn was offered less. People are still talking about this. I mean, it's a hot topic. I mean, clearly you see that this could negotiations can come back around. Probably not this year though. I don't know. For some reason, not this year. Hustle man, thank you for the two piece. Coach, are you related to Regis, his coach, Evan Tobler? He hates when you guys say that. I ain't gonna lie. This ninja's tripping. He wasn't ready for Cora Duck. Ray, why people need so much to fight Dev? Shit, because he's good. That jab is on point. He's a winner. He knows how to win. He knows how to win. And some pop people are like, you know what? They're looking at him. They probably like, oh, he's nice. I don't know. I don't think I could beat him. You know what I mean? If this fight generates 30/40 million, is 5 to 2 much? No, absolutely. If that type of money's being made, absolutely not. I mean, Keyshawn, what they're looking for the fight. Obviously, if that gets generated, of course Keyshawn should have got that. But in the same time, it's like it's a tough situation, right? Salute to Mills. Read the poll, gang. Bill talking to the wrong man. Trainers train 100. Uh, Key ain't do enough for 5 mil. Wants a handout. Does this bozo understand how the business works? Question mark. You get you get your worth from your previous fight receipts. Key is on thin ice with top rank. True, but if you have a bigger name, you're blow up. That's automatic, right? That the minimums definitely uh, do better. Who's better than Ortiz on Devin's resume, Mills? I mean, Cash did. Who's better than Ortiz? I mean, Brian Norman Jr. was undefeated and a champion, and Keyshawn. I mean, Jermaine, my guy, but never was able to become champion. Probably deserved it with the Teofimo Lopez fight, but didn't get the nod. So you can't give credit. Um, you know, Jermaine Ortiz got skills. But clearly he lost to Keyshawn, and it wasn't that close. Was it a premature stoppage? I think it was. Honestly, I really do. But nobody beat Jermaine Ortiz like that. Nobody. So it was very impressive. But Brian Norman Jr. and then you can't forget Lomachenko. Lomachenko was just that's a hard puzzle to solve. I'm not gonna lie. So Devin Devin got a good resume. I can't I and then there's just so many names, right? There's just so many names. That's just the only thing, you know what I'm saying? Um, but I hear you on that. Skills do pay the bills, and Jermaine has a lot of skills. He has the youth and all that stuff, but just he don't got that oomph. You know what I mean? Uh, I don't I don't think Jermaine would do that great. Well, I can't say he won't do that great with a Brian Norman Jr., but Norman's dangerous. But Jermaine has lots of skills, knows how to move around, get away. You know, good question. That's a good question. But I will give Devin the edge on it. Dev lost to Loma. Ortiz beat Loma. Key whooped Ortiz. Mm, mm. You feel me? But the triangle theory don't work. You know what I'm saying? Um, Getting into Chris Papa, thank you for the 5 piece. Haney not worth 5 mil himself. He just signed a network deal that makes that purse bid look like crumbs. Mills, get these drug users off here. Yo, you know, the business of boxing, to explain it to everybody is kind of tough, because when you in the business, you kind of have an ego to kind of, and then it's easy to to swerve, right? It's easy to swerve certain questions and shit like that. One thing is for sure is that you see these guys, they stepping in for their fighter. They're willing to, back up. Even Keyshawn, he's been kind of like distant and quiet, right? He hasn't really been out in the open since that last live that he had that was like a day before the purse bid. So yeah, seemed like things went wrong. Um, the speakers say, thank you for the 5 piece. You're supposed to be the competitor, but you praise a drug treat. Oh, I got that one. But you should have told them not to eat. Okay, so I pretty much got all the joints. Wait a minute, we got more. Jeff, thank you. Coach Dorsett sounds like he from 1745 on a nag. Cash did it. Thank you for the 2 piece. Who's better than? Oh, I already did these. Wait a minute. All right. Cash. Norman don't have the skills. Key have. You know that. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I know that Key definitely possesses more tools, but there's one thing that Norman has, and he does show a lot of heart. Um, and he can punch. You know what I mean? I think Norman's definitely a bigger puncher than Keyshawn, but Keyshawn is sharper. I think almost everything Keyshawn does is sharper than Norman. And then Keyshawn's a little taller. But then again, I've seen more Brian Norman Jr. performances that I look at it like, damn, he is fighting at a high level too. And whether you guys want to say who, or Jin Sasaki, or this guy, well, listen, Giovanni Santalin, I don't know if y'all seen, but he's going to be fighting Abaz, which is at 154 pounds. Giovanni Santalin knocks out Alex Rocha and gets that opportunity with Brian Norman Jr. Then you see what Norman Jr. did to him, right? So Norman has been able to show that he can knock out or be able to really beat down people at the highest level. Um, Keyshawn, you know, he has shown a lot with that Jermaine Ortiz. We need to see more of that, though. We definitely need to see more of that. If we see more of that, then yeah, we would say, I would give you that. But I need to see more. I need three more performances on a Jermaine Ortiz level. To me, you know what I mean? That's what I need to see. And then you're right. It's gonna be hard to deny Keyshawn. You know what I mean? But building those highlight reels, right? A lot of people be like, listen, Javante Tank Davis got the cosign from Mayweather, right? But in the same time, he had to perform. He had to knock out all those people to be able to win those fans over, and that's just what it is. He brings a big casual fan base to boxing, and that's why. That's just what it is. But skill for skill, they definitely all got skills, man. They all got skills. I think that Keyshawn is definitely super skilled, and that's why we want to see this fight. The one thing that Dorsett definitely, made 100% sense was people want to see Devin Haney lose, and that's why people want to tune in. He's undefeated. He talks. He has his dad doing a lot of the talking. He dresses flashy, and some people don't like that, man. Some people don't like it. Um, but in the same time, there's some people that they can they can really look at it as like, listen, man, this sport is hit and not get hit, right? And who can last the longest? And if Devin Haney can continue in that route, he's gonna make a lot of money. Same thing with Shakur. They're gonna make a lot of money if they stay winning. You know, are they might not necessarily please you outside the ring, or they might not please you inside the ring, right? And that's just some people, not everybody. I know a lot of people enjoy watching a chess match or watching somebody's jab fly and land accurately, and do kind of, I don't want to say do what they want to do, but be in control. All 12 rounds. A lot of people like to see that. Like that, those are skills. Do I think Keyshawn Davis has so much tools in the toolbox? That's why he's so interesting, right? You know, they're both skilled. That's why we want to see this fight. We want to see this fight because we believe it's a 50-50 fight. There's lots of people that believe it's a 50-50 fight. We won't know this year. I really believe that we won't know this year. The stuff that we're hearing with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson is so sad. It's hurting as a boxing fan to hear this type of shit, bro. It's hurting to know that these fights can't happen, that are not happening. You know what I mean? Because you know, one thing I'm a fan of is the sport. I like great matchups. I love waking up on a Saturday, um, sleeping in late so I could be able to stay up late, knowing that it's a fight night. I love it when there's like a couple fights on a Saturday, right? And when you look at that matchup, you could really see that it's like, all right, maybe Devin starts out fast. Keyshawn Davis is stalking him, keeping his hands up. What happens if Devin's hand, his jab, gets neutralized, right, by Keyshawn's right hand? Going over the top because Keyshawn has good eyes. He has good eyes, and that's why he's such a great counter puncher, and he takes so many chances in there. You know, I remember he fought a dude. The dude looked like he was on steroids. And I don't want to. I'm not looked that looked. Not saying that he was right, but allegedly, and he just kept countering the guy left and right every single time he made the person miss. His name started with an M, by the way. Um, he would make a miss and counter every time, and I'm like, wow, he's countering almost every shot to slow this guy down, right? And gets the stoppage. It was like Meglaniano or something like that. I forget his name, right? Latin bull, light skin, big. But you guys know what fight I'm talking about. You know, he has great eyes. So That's why I want to see this fight so much, is because these guys are on the same size too. I was a big activist of like Haney kind of bullying people at 135. I think at 135, and then clearly you've seen how he has only a few more fights and he's already at welterweight. So I still stand on what I believe in, but in the same time, he has also proven me wrong with certain fights. Um, I knew he was gonna beat Regis. Regis is my guy, but I just knew that Devin was gonna beat him, especially after seeing that Zurilla fight with Regis back at home in the Smoothie King Arena. It was just bad. It was just bad, right? It looked like he had Ruru feet, two left feet, right? And then, he does well at 140. He fights Jose Ramirez, and that the fight was like really bad. He won. What we can't. We're not gonna go and say, "Yo, listen, we thought Ramirez won," but it was a boring fight. Gets the W, and that was the fight that was like him coming back from the Ryan Garcia fight, right? Because that was that fight in between. Everybody talks about the Norman fight because he dropped him in the second round. He was undefeated. He was the top welterweight, and he was successful. And because of that, you have to tip your hat. You have to tip your hat to him. You do. But nevertheless, I'm definitely gonna get the call-ins ready as well because I know that you guys are rocking them. Oh, wait a minute, it's 12 o'clock. We be doing the call-ins. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. All right, I'm gonna get these super chats here. All right, now that we rocking. Um, I really think Cash did it. Thank you for the two-piece. So why would he take the low offer knowing it's more? It's a good question. You know what I mean? Like, do I feel like Keyshawn can make more money in that fight? Yes. Do I think he could make that right now? It's just the leverage. If he had more leverage, I would say yes. If he went and beat Paro, right, and got his title, his IBF title, then I would say, all right, maybe Keyshawn has one piece that Devin's missing. Like I said before, with the Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. Canelo Alvarez paid Caleb Plant more money than all the other champions. I believe Billy Joe was more popular than Caleb Plant at the time too. Caleb Plant only had the IBF title. That's all he had. I believe he got millions, millions. Um, and I'm not saying that he would. Devin probably could have got maybe closer to what he wanted if he had the title. But in the same time, it's like the network deal, Top Rank, they didn't want to give it to him. You know what I mean? They could have, right? But they didn't want to. Obviously, the money that gets like recuperated, a lot of people are looking at like 12 million. Are they even gonna make their money back? And that's a good question, right? That is a good question. Um, it would have been a DAZN ring card. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna get the call-ins. We're gonna continue this conversation while we're here. I really appreciate you guys for tapping in with me and enjoying this segment with me. Um, well, yeah, we live on Instagram right now, guys. If you guys want to go and let's talk about this segment, we got over 600 people on the live right now, so just hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, we're live on Instagrams right now. All right, subscribe to No City Boxing on YouTube. You guys could call in on Instagram Live right now. Let's talk about this segment that we just had here. You know what I mean? Been on here for like over 2 hours right now. We were talking with Coach Dorsett and Coach Bill Haney. Definitely a great conversation, and we got to continue the topic. Now, on in the poll here, I put up a poll. Shout out to all y'all, man. 1,000, 1,100 votes. And the question, shout out to the 588 people on the live. We only got 458 likes though. I need to get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, all right? Um, is Keyshawn Davis worth $5 million to fight Devin Haney? Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. We got the call-ins ready. That's gonna be the topic. Shout out to Ronald Sims. Appreciate you for tapping in. You're always welcome, coach, but I know that you keeping it old school, and I can appreciate that, letting that business run, and let it take its course. But we're here and we're talking about it. And the reason why we're talking about it is because it is one of the biggest fights this year that could be made. Um and who wins that fight if it was to happen, right? A lot of people think both ways. So, getting into the poll, over 1,100 votes. Is Keyshawn Davis worth $5 million to fight Devin Haney? 27% of y'all believe he is worth it. But 73% of y'all believe he's not worth it. Why y'all don't want him to make the money? Hmm? Or y'all just being reasonable and being like, listen, Mills, you know the math ain't mathing. So why are we talking about it? First caller coming in, good buddy Taylor, what's going on?
Nothing much, baby. Hey, good segment. That shit was fun. Hey, I think Buddy a little slow. Keyshawn's assistant coach.
Yeah?
Can I say that? Huh?
I mean, you can say what you feel. You know what I mean? It's your
Okay,
opinion.
good. I'm gonna say it again. I think he's a little slow. And when he talked, he seemed a little stupid. Listen, I'm being honest. Cause listen, the things he was saying about like when he was talking about the business part and how Haney had to come back on there and tell him like, bro, you assistant coach, you're not supposed to talk to business. Bro, it's like the things he was saying was just ridiculous. Is Keyshawn Davis worth $5 million? I don't think so. Not right now. His resume ain't good enough.
No.
And
Is he worth $5 million to fight Devin Haney though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying the same thing. I just said I know. The answer's no. I don't think so. I don't think his resume's strong enough. The reason, like, he was saying, what was Keyshawn Davis' assistant coach? I don't know Buddy's name, but he was like,
Coach Dorsett.
Of course, I'm just gonna call him Dorsett. Dorsett was like, hold on. He said, now everybody care about the money. Duh, motherfucker, we care about the money right now because we trying to get the fight to happen. Why is we? They're gonna be in the pockets right now because if he hasn't made that much, what makes you think he's gonna make that much against Devin Haney? And then he's like, oh well, nobody want to see Devin Haney fight. Everybody wants to see Devin fight Ryan. We trying to find a backup for Ryan for Devin because he ain't fight Ryan because Ryan about to fight Conor Ben. And wait, you also asked what I think would happen if he was to fight Keyshawn. I think Devin Haney outboxes Keyshawn. I don't think Keyshawn can handle Devin Haney's boxing abilities right now. I think his feet work's too good. I think Devin Haney's IQ is too good for Keyshawn. And I think Keyshawn messes up under pressure a lot. That's why I call him the fuck up. It's Keyshawn the fuck up Davis.
Damn.
Man, you got to see what he been doing. Dude been missing weight. Everything. Hey, he called himself the businessman. He has done nothing that was businessman-like. He's the most unprofessional fighter, bro. I was hype on the Amazing Davis. Now I just think he the fuck up.
He the fuck up. Damn.
Yeah, huge fuck up. Everything he been doing. Like, damn, take a fight against somebody legit so we can see if you real. Because if you not real, we need to know we can put this stock in our eyesight. So he had the light. But then he coming up first, he come up with that female stuff like, I can't fight Shakur because it's my brother. And now you want to fight Devin Haney because they trying to outbid themselves. Everything Keyshawn been doing is nothing been, you miss weight, you fighting dudes because they beat your brother ass in a fair fight. Like, nothing he does is businessman-like.
New caller coming in. Cliff, where you calling from?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. What's going on?
Hell no, Keyshawn not worth the $5 million because I think it is. I think Turkey Al Sheikh spoiled everybody recently, so they looking at what some of these guys made, and they trying to like get the regular promoters to pay them kind of the way Turkey was, and they never paid that type of money. So that's why he ain't worried. Like, even if you like look at the market, I don't even know, did Xander and Boots, didn't they make around that much? Like, I don't remember the numbers, but
3.5 each.
Shit, then that tell you right there that how Haney's opponent supposed to make more than Alexander and Boots did.
Well,
I don't see it. I
do
don't
you?
see it.
So check this out. You got some people saying that the zone overbid, well, over they gave too much leeway to Devin with the network deal. That now they were trying to outbid Zufa in that situation. What's your thoughts on that?
That don't have nothing to do with Keyshawn.
It definitely don't. It definitely don't. But in the same time, when we talk about a fight with like Jerron Ennis and Xander Zayas, it was split, right? But then the leverage was more on who in that fight. You know, you have Xander with two belts, but then you got Jerron in a lot of seats at home. Greg
Greg
Hackey.
Hackey.
Mill City, what you on?
What I think Xander has leverage in negotiation because it's hard to fight because he's so dominant. Xander has Puerto Rico, so
Well, you got
well,
the
you got the
TV on,
TV on,
Greg?
Greg? An
Yeah,
opportunity
why
by
not?
fighting him.
I hear it twice.
Fight.
No, that ain't me. That ain't my
Hey,
TV.
million to fight him. Like Keyshawn ain't no way the hell he should get 5 million like
Oh,
that. Devin,
hold on.
hold on. Tank
I'm
wasn't
getting.
getting five.
Hold on.
Hold
I'm
on, I'm
getting
getting
feedback.
feedback.
Hold on one
Hold on one
second.
second.
Let me
Let me
start this
start
up.
this up.
Greggy,
Greggy,
What's up, guys?
chilling,
chilling,
man.
man.
It's
It's
another
another
day.
day.
What's the deal?
You
Do
hear
you
me?
hear me?
You hear me
Hear me
twice?
twice?
Nah,
Oh, I
Oh,
can't
I
hear
can't hear
myself
myself
twice.
twice.
I hear you one time.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Tell me
Tell
what
me
you
what you
think,
think,
man.
man.
What you
What
think
you
was
think was
going?
going?
What you think
What you
was
think was
going on with
going
this
on with this
boxing game?
boxing game?
What you mean?
It's
It's
getting real
getting real
messy.
messy.
Yeah, cause you got to clean out the bullshit. That's all that's happening. Just cleaning out the bullshit
Where does
Where
that
does that
start?
start?
with all the bullshitters. Anybody that don't really want to fight, get out the way.
You see,
You see,
Paro,
Paro.
he
Power
He
doesn't want to
doesn't want
fight
to fight
Haney
Haney
so
because of the
because of the
money.
money.
get out the way. Everybody trying to hit the fucking lottery. You want to hit the lottery? Go play the lottery and watch and see how
What you
hard
think
What you
it
think
about?
is.
about?
What you
What
think
you think
about
about
Catterall and
Catterall and
Haney?
Haney?
Seems like
Seems
it's
like
gonna be
it's gonna be
happening.
happening.
Catterall and who?
Jack
Jack
Catterall and
Catterall and
Haney.
Haney.
That's a good fight. I like that fight too. I mean, that's acceptable because what we were supposed to get, we ain't getting. So you got to take the next best thing. Paro said no, basically, right? So Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall's 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good John.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good fight. But
Cause
this
he's
the
been
Cause he's been
thing.
slowing
slowing
down.
down.
But that's the thing. Think about it. We only talking about it because motherfuckers ain't want to fight. So it's not like that's the first fight we was talking about. We only talking about that fight because motherfuckers don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? If Keyshawn and Shakur would agree to whatever it is they need to agree to, we wouldn't be talking about Jack Catterall. You know what I mean? So what the fuck?
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
little
a little
crazy.
crazy.
And
And
listening to
listening to
Shakur,
Shakur,
he's
he's
saying that
saying
that
that that
fight's
fight's
never gonna
never gonna
happen with
happen with
Haney.
Haney.
Yeah, for some reason he don't want it. So you know what I mean? I don't know what these dudes be having going on, but you know, it's deeper than rap, I guess.
Come on,
Come on,
gang.
gang,
This is
this is
bad.
bad.
A lot
A
of
lot of
what you
yo, what
think
you think
about
about
Tim
Tim
Bradley
Bradley
saying that
saying that
Keyshawn
Keyshawn
is the
is the
biggest
biggest
duck in
duck in
boxing
boxing
history?
history?
I mean, I don't know about history, cause Sugar Ray Leonard, he got away from my guy, Aaron Pryor. He went to trouble, but he definitely on that list. He on a nice list. I would say that. Keyshawn, especially because the way he talk like like King Kong, you know. So when a guy talk like that, we wanna see. And then when you get it thrown in your face and then you don't accept it, yeah, it's kind of like you might as well just go back to the amateurs, fighting the Olympics again.
Might as well do that.
Haney
Haney
talking about
talking about
Boots fight
Boots fight
again.
again.
Yeah, of course he gonna do that.
Is it
Is it
real?
real?
You think
You
it's
think
real
it's real
talk?
talk?
Nah,
Why you
Why
feel
you
that
feel
way?
that way?
it's just good conversation. Cause that's a different type of fight. You know what I mean? That's a different type of fight. That's not really what he really looking for right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he really looking for. It's just something good to talk about because it sound good. You know what I mean?
You
You
think
think
that
that
when he
when he
says he's
says
on
he's
the
on the
list,
list,
it's
it's
like
like
at the
at
end of
the
the
end of the
list?
list?
Of course, it's near the end, but you know it might not even be real because as you can see, you can't even get the other guys you want on the list. You know what I'm saying? So it might be just a make believe thing from the beginning. You know what I mean? But of course, people would be interested in that fight if it happened. But at the same time, you can't really celebrate Boots if he win. Devin Haney would get all the credit. Boots wouldn't get no credit in that fight. You know what I mean?
You know
You
how
know how
Boots was in
Boots
a
was in a
situation
situation
that
that
Eddie was
Eddie
having
was
a
having a
hard
hard
time
time
getting the
getting the
fights
fights
Yeah.
to the
to the
point
point
that
that
he needed
he
to
needed to
take
take
cuts out of
cuts
his
out of his
own
own
purse
purse
to give
to give
Stanion,
Stanion,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Do you
Do
feel
you feel
like
like
Haney's in
Haney's
that
in that
situation right
situation right
now?
now?
I mean, I guess you could say that, but it's just fucked up because Haney, y'all basically saying Haney is in that situation off of just beating Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? He only got that one real fight at 147 versus Brian Norman. So it's like, I mean, damn, the game getting soft now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess you could say that.
Mm.
I guess you could say that.
And it
And
makes
it
it
makes
look
it look
like
like
people
people
can't even
can't
get
even get
mad at
mad at
Haney
Haney
if he
if
does
he does
fight the
fight the
Jack
Jack
Catterall
Catterall
fight
fight
due to the
due to
fact
the
that he's
fact that he's
trying to get
trying to
the
get the
fights.
fights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They try to make the fights. You can't make them. You gotta take the next best thing. Catterall is a made guy. He not no bullshit. He just not the guy we'd rather see in the ring. But he still is an eligible guy. He's legitimate. He's real.
You
You
think he can
think he
give
can give
any
any
complications to
complications to
Devin?
Devin?
I mean, uh, it's just style's a little awkward, but I think Dev too fast for Catterall. Be honest.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now, as
Now,
far
as
as for
far as for
Keyshawn,
Keyshawn,
I mean,
I
lots of
mean,
people are
lots of
talking
people
about
talking
like,
about like,
oh,
oh,
is he
is
still
he
with
still
Jay
with Jay
Prince?
Prince?
That he
That he
unfollowed
unfollowed
him
him
on
on
Instagram, I
Instagram, I
believe.
believe.
Yeah.
What you
What you
think?
think?
Do you
Do
think
you
this
think
is
this is
just
just
a
a
storyline for
storyline for
people in the
people in the
media to
media to
talk
talk
about,
about,
or
or
Yeah,
think
it's
there's
think
more.
some
there's
real
some
to
real
it?
to it?
It's more gimmicks. It's more gimmicks. I
More
mean,
More
gimmicks.
gimmicks.
yeah, it's a lot of gimmicks with these dudes nowadays. I mean, these dudes worrying about selling. They not worried about really being the best. They just want to sell. They just want to stay relevant. So they gonna do whatever to stay relevant. I mean, they don't really want no trouble for real, for real. That's what it's looking like. And I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong, but it's not seeming that way. It's not seeming like I'm wrong. It's seeming like dudes really don't want no trouble, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cash
Cash
did
did
it.
it.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
the
the
two
two
piece.
piece
That
that
has
has leverage.
leverage.
That's for money.
Some money for
What you say?
You're
that.
Your phone chopping up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, I ain't
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little
a little
choppy.
choppy.
And
And
you look
you
like
look like
you
you
tired.
tired.
Yeah, I've been up for a minute. I've been rocking out. I just got done doing like almost like a 3 hour live and shit. And what you say though?
How
How
was
was
it?
it?
Yeah, everything was cool. We was talking some good shit. What you had asked?
I
I said, Cash did it says
Devin has
Devin has leverage. That's for money.
leverage. Ask for money.
I don't know why your phone keep doing that, bro.
Choppy, right?
You said Devin.
Am I still chopping?
No,
Yeah,
you.
I am.
It sound better now.
All right.
You said Devin said what?
Ask for more money.
Hey, bro, I don't know why. Every time you say whatever you saying, that shit chop up.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, I hear. One in the
Yeah, I can't hear you nothing.
tomorrow.
You said tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, get with me, Mill City. Holler at you.
All right.
All right.
All right. Smash the like button, y'all. To the channel, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, it look like I'm better now for some reason, right? But Cash did it. Thank you for the 2 piece. They have families. Ask for what you want. I mean, word. Good point, Cash. You ain't lying. Well, guys, really appreciate y'all time. Get me up to 500 likes. If you can get me up to 500 likes, I would appreciate it. Let me get 500 likes. All right. Um, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Really appreciate all the donations. Cash did it. Thank you for the 2 piece. These dudes fighting for their life. 100, and then after most of these guys, they can't really do much after this fighting game. Some are not intelligent. Some are not able to invest their money. I get it. I get it. But y'all still gotta fight though, because that's what we pay for, man. Um, but nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, really appreciate your time. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, become a member of the channel, and help the channel on another level. Listen and watch all the segments entirely without me needing to, chop it up and edit every day. You guys can have it, and feel free to watch it as you please. But once again, appreciate you guys. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Peace.